What's up? What's up? What's up? Monday Madness. Would one of my guests in the backstage area please share this to the comic related madness for me, please? Or all of you. I don't care. Somebody put it in the group. Welcome to Monday Madness on Comics Cast, on Indie Comics Cast on YouTube, and in the comic related madness, of course, as always. Tonight we have some great guests lined up, great co-hosts lined up. It's been a pretty good week. We're bringing in some new people that I haven't had on my show before. Some new people I'm going to get to meet tonight. We're also going to have a second hour where we're going to bring in a couple more guests and show off their stuff. I want y'all to go check out Mojo Rising on Kickstarter. CromCon 6 coming up, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. You know, we got big things going on, man. The group is growing. We shot past 1,500 members. And I say shot past because I screen everybody. Trust me. We had a whole bunch more people try to get in. It just don't work that way in the madness. You got to be a comic person. You got to have some kind of comic something on your Facebook page. You can't just be like, you know. We got to know that you're into comics if you're going to be in the madness. That's just the way it is. I want to throw a special shout out to Joe Tolliver at Comics Cast for putting us up on his network and giving us a chance to grow and a chance to get a larger, longer reach. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring out my special co-host for this evening from Outright Geekery, Mr. William Page. What's going on, bro?
Pops, how are you?
I'm good. I'm real good. You know,
cross-platform stuff tonight, and
I'm really looking forward to this. It says Luke Stone is playing videos in a watch party. I just got that notification. Luke Stone is playing around in our backstage area.
Yes, I am.
On, bro.
Now, don't say that too loud. People might not understand what that means. Okay? No, I got a reputation to uphold here.
Yeah, well, look who else he was playing around with. Oh,
yeah.
Just having fun making comics.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we got the pits. We got hybrids. Now, look, I already have to be down with hybrids for internal reasons. So I'm going to let Ryan sell me the pits, man.
All right, awesome. Hi, everyone. Everybody doesn't know me. My name is Ryan Shimek, founder of Shimmy Comics. Again, don't know me. I've been in the military for 13, almost 14 years now. Love writing stories. Started with novels. Got into comics recently. Absolutely, and fallen in love with it. You see here with the pits. It's about this girl named Elle, and she's this normal. It's a fantasy world, so she's living this normal, peaceful life with her parents. Just her mom and her dad. She helps her dad on the farm with the planting crops, milking the cows. Helps her mom in the kitchen. Basically, she's working to take over the farm when they're gone. One day, these barbarian raiders come knocking, and basically after a bloody night of murder, it's just her left alive, and she's captured by these barbarians and brought to King Elroth's capital city. And this guy is just a warrior. He loves killing people, loves watching his own people kill each other, kill people. And so they use these people they capture to throw into these gladiator pits, use them as slave labor. They're basically slaves for them. So Elle gets thrown into these gladiator pits, and something happened when she witnessed her parents get killed in front of her, and she kind of just snapped. This innocent girl that she used to be is not there anymore, and her one motive in life is to kill King Elroth, who she holds responsible for her parents' murder. And so she's fighting these other people that she's trapped with in the pits, killing them. Basically, he's promised her one request if she rises to the top, and that's basically to face him. And so that's her motivating goal. While on the other side, King Elroth is absolutely falling in love with her as a daughter. He thinks she would be a great heir for him. He wants to kind of groom her, but knowing she wants to kill him. So he just loves that ferocity about her. So it's definitely a fun dynamic to explore, and I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. I don't want to play the video because I'll screw it up. Well, I'll get kicked off the internet. Now, if one of you guys is more confident with the share screen and all that, you're more than welcome to do it. Every time I mess with it, other than just pulling up a screen, I lose my whole feed. I get kicked out. My computer goes bonkers. Takes me 15 minutes to reboot and get back out here. So I just hate messing with it. I don't mind scrolling up and down and showing it, but as soon as I start clicking on stuff, it goes all bonkers on me.
I'll say that's fine. I mean, my video is mostly kind of me going over the story and kind of tell people what it's about, which, I just did. But, yeah, you can see the artwork here. My artist, Reyes. He's from Chile, and he killed it. He's absolutely a beautiful artist, and he put a really good book together and really brought my story to life.
Well, I've been, like, pretty much on board since the first time I saw it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And being in my position where I can't back everything, it kills me to some of these that get by me, man. But, I mean, I do what I can where I can. So this is Ray right here, right?
Yeah, Rayleigh. He's a super awesome guy. Guy is a machine. We started in March, and we're already putting a book out. So he was, like I said, just page after page, and all of them were beautiful. If I ever needed a change on them, I mean, he had no issues, no hesitation, and he, like I said, just absolutely wonderful to work with. And we're gonna make some cool books together. I'm looking forward to it.
I like the influences. I see the Jordan and Sanderson.
Yep. I love fantasy. Obviously, this book fantasy, and I pull a lot from these guys. So.
And your letterer, Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome. He's pretty well known in the indie world. I know Luke just worked with him on Voodoo Nation.
Yeah, so he did a fine job on that. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he does a lot of work with Travis Gibb. And my brother. My brother edits all my stuff. So.
All right. Cool. Little shout out to the bro. Gotta have that. That's awesome. I like it. Man.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride, and I'm glad to be doing it, and can't wait to keep doing it. It's a lot of fun.
So I know William already got to grill you on it.
Yeah, sure did.
And my questioning is way more like get to know you type personal than it is professional, because I'm about entertainment, and I want the people to get to know Ryan the guy a little bit as opposed to Ryan the creator. You've probably talked about your book and your creation and all this on 6-7 shows already this week, right?
Yeah, busy week.
So we talked about it. We showed everybody. We got the banner rolling, but I want to talk about you a little bit, man. Yeah. And it's like the first thing I want to know is if you could work with anybody, who would it be?
Who would it be? That was a tough question.
Yeah, well, I never guarantee they were going to be easy questions. I want to get to know you a little more. You know?
Like I'm going to go different from working with the art. I'd love to work with like a writer like Brandon Sanderson. Sit down and like write a story with him and kind of build a world together. So I love his world building. He's just a fantastic author. Every book he comes out with, I have it day one. So definitely would be awesome to pick his brain and kind of collaborate with him.
And what about you, Luke?
Me? Well, I'm actually kind of getting to work with one of the people that I wanted to work with. This guy named.
Okay, you're already doing. Who would you work with? Somebody you're not about to work with or not working with. If you could work with anybody.
Stan Lee, of course.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
You can't work with him till you're gone, Luke.
What's that?
You can't work with him till you're gone, bro.
Well, that's. I guess that's a. Well, I don't. Something to look forward to, I guess.
Yeah, you'll get to eventually, right?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, we're all going there, right? We're all heading to that end. I don't know, man. I just enjoy working with whoever. And the thing is, it's like I always am a little concerned with trying to answer that question because what they say, never meet your heroes. Because you don't want to be let down.
I can go to your influences and heroes. Who do you want to work with?
Well, that's who I would want to work with, is one of my heroes, obviously.
Well, not always. Sometimes it's somebody that just hit the scene that you're like, wow, that guy's badass. I want to get in on that. I mean, there's a lot going on right now. That's why I asked the question, because we're seeing all kinds of new people popping up out of nowhere. It's like, I'm all about networking. You know that.
Yeah.
You drop a name, that guy might be watching. You might be doing something with him next time. You see what I'm saying?
Here's who I want to work with. Anyone that wants to work. That's who I want to work with. I really.
Luke is open to working with anybody who's willing to put in the time.
Exactly. If you've got a passion for comics and you want to have fun making comics, then that's who I want to work with. Yeah.
Cool. William, who do you want to interview?
Everybody.
They took the easy answers.
Yeah, I try to come up with a hard question. They want to throw. No softballs here, guys.
Oh, now you're making fun of my complexion because I look like Casper over there.
Okay. Who's your favorite band, Ryan?
Tool. Easy.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Grew up with them, man. They were, got really into them in middle school, high school. Saw them in concert 4 or 5 times now, and they're just an amazing live band.
Cool.
And we'll see them come to the album. I think it was last year, the first time in a while. So
I was not expecting that. What's your favorite movie?
Saving Private Ryan.
There you go. See, I like people that have it there, because a lot of people are like, "Oh man, what kind of movie?" And they want to hem and haw. They don't want to throw out number one.
It's funny though. My mom wouldn't let me see it when it came out. I think it was I was in middle school, and so I actually me and my buddy snuck out to the movies and saw it, and then I told her afterwards. But it was just an amazing movie.
That's kind of awesome. What about you, Luke?
Which one? Band or movie?
Favorite band first.
Nickelback. I'm joking.
Oh my God!
I can't even say that with a straight face, for crying out loud. It's without a doubt, it's Queen.
I wasn't
Queen
sure who was going to kick you off this podcast first.
I couldn't even keep a straight face when I said it. It was like it came out, and I'm like, yeah, that's silly. Yeah. No, Queen. Queen is my all-time favorite band. Yeah,
I'm down with that.
And number two is Leonard Skinner. So, and
now Leonard Skinner is also my number 2 behind Rush.
Yeah, so Rush is like my 3rd or 4th. So
yeah, I like you more now, Luke.
I'm telling you, I got good taste in music, man.
Yeah, you do. There you go. Will, what's your favorite band, bro?
Well, we tie because my second favorite band is Skinny Leonard, and my first favorite band is the Mighty Zeppelin.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
All right, we'll give you that.
Cashmere is one of the coolest songs. Hands down, one of the coolest songs ever.
Yeah. Okay. Movie, Luke.
Movie. All right, now y'all's gonna laugh, but this is for real. Probably my favorite movie. The movie I've watched the most, and I still laugh at to this day, is Dumb and Dumber.
That's not
I freaking love that movie. I love that movie. And then it's Shawshank Redemption. So
Okay.
Shawshank is one of those movies that no matter where I'm at, if it's on, no matter where it's at, I can stop and start watching it and be fine. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I think we got some people making comments out here. Oh, we got Joe saying, "Welcome back, Ryan."
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I was on with them yesterday.
And you want to work with Joe Tolliver. That's who you want to work with.
All right, Joe, get a hold of me. We'll work. I'm telling you.
Yes. Indie, comicscast.com on YouTube. If you're watching, please go subscribe so Joe can get some numbers over there. We're close to 100, man. Let's go get it. We got 4,000 people in Comics Cast. We got 1,500 people in the Madness. We got 100, not even 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh, come on, guys. Get together. Get it to all those people. We should at least get 200 subscribers tonight.
Building YouTube from the bottom is tough.
It really is. It really is.
It is the hardest grind, though. Everybody says it. It's the hardest grind. So, William, movie.
Wrath of Khan.
A Star Trek movie.
Wow. Let's hear that silence. That silence. That's That's
All right,
telling.
Joe has a question. Joe has a question. This one's kind of funny, but there you go. What was your favorite moment from DC fandom?
Who's that going to? Me? I'll start.
Anybody that's got one.
Flashpoint Batman.
Yeah,
You go ahead. Go ahead, Ryan.
I'll say I know Joe wasn't really fond of it, but that'd be the Batman trailer. It just was fantastic.
Okay, so Batman trailer for Ryan. Luke?
It would have to be the Flashpoint Batman, the old school comic.
Okay.
Yeah, Flashpoint. Yeah, that's great.
It's going to be that Gotham Knights game.
The guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on.
I think he made him physically ill. I think he had to leave because.
I'm going to show you guys my favorite part of DC fandom.
Oh, okay.
It's right here.
Okay.
This is it. This is my favorite part. My friend Lisa sent me this from the printing company that did these, and I just want to say I wasn't impressed. I wanted to watch it to see if I could learn anything that I could use to make my con better. And what I learned was a whole bunch of things not to do.
Like fire all your staff a week before you have a big
no.
online.
Not even that. It's like, come on, man. I'm expecting comic, not just movie. I want to see what's coming. I want to see what you have planned.
Yeah.
They have nothing planned.
Exactly.
Not a clue.
That was my problem. I'm trying to get some information for my comic friends. Something to come out here and talk to you guys about. And what I got was this movie and that movie and how badly the movie industry is making the comic industry look bad. Well, I mean, the people in the comic industry are allowing that to happen. Some of them are allowing themselves to look bad.
Well, the problem is we're focusing too much on the mainstream guys when we should be focusing on guys like Shimmy here with this great book.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Y'all flatter me too much.
I mean, the indie stuff is where it's at, brother.
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree. It's all original.
That was what I got from the DC fandom. That was my favorite thing out of the DC fandom was that it's wide open for you guys. It's wide open now. They got nothing. They're dropping the titles they thought were going to be their future, and they're not telling you what's coming. Oh, we got movies, guys. Okay, that's Warner Brothers talking. That's not Detective Comics.
That's Warner Brothers and AT&T talking.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not Detective Comics.
Fandom
Nothing
was
for us.
all it was. Well, we missed out on this big thing because there was no San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con this year. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have this big event, and we're going to have all these people on, and we're going to talk a tiny bit of comics, and everything else is going to be video games and movies.
I'll tell you what, the amount of money if I could budget some stars for CromCon, I could do that too. But why pre-record? I can't do it. I want everybody to have a good time and be entertained. I really have to say that my problem with those pre-recorded, especially like the questions, I mean, I realize you have to do that. You don't have a delay. You never know who's going to jump in your feed and look like act like an idiot. But at the same time, okay, show it a half hour late so you can filter out the crap. Show it a half hour later.
Well, there's still something to be said about having a show like this where people can comment in the sections and get real time feedback.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I had a real problem with the whole thing is they're trying to make it like it's an interactive thing, and it wasn't an interactive thing.
Yeah, that's
what they tried to sell it as. CromCon is interactive. Y'all can come out and talk. I'll even be bringing people in the stream this time. People I know they have questions. I'm bringing them in the stream. I'm going to make it fun, man. And all I learned from that was that if I had a huge budget, I'd know what things I wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Movies, video games.
Well, and that's why when everybody asks me that question, my reference is something from 20 years ago. I'm like, well, what about today? What's like nothing today? Am I a big fan of? I'm just not. It's just they've kind of abandoned that.
I can't say I'm not following Thor, because I am. I'm a Thor guy, and right now,
Thor is really good right now.
right now, Donny Cates is blowing Thor up. I can't lie. It's going places it ain't gone before. Woohoo! That's hard to do when you're 700 books in. So I'm still reading. I'm a Thor fan. I can't help it.
I'm a Batman fan, so I can't help that either.
Has my stats shrunk? What's in my pull box? Oh yeah. It's shrunk horribly, and I'm hoping that I'm hoping our LCS gets on board with the new platform, and get some indies over there for me. But that's a talk I might have with her when I go in, not something I'm bring her up.
You're not gonna ambush her.
Yeah, I don't want to ambush her online, but I do want to talk to her about it.
Quick.
This could be
No pressure, but
Yeah.
But yeah, now let's see. We need to go over here and let's see if I can't do this right and get the next one up there without screwing it up. We want to see that. That's the one I want to see. Okay, so and let's see if it worked.
There we go.
There you are, bro.
we are about ready to wrap up our first week, and I'm about $650 off the pace of where I want to be at this particular point in time.
Yeah,
go back this book. It looks freaking awesome. I did. You should.
I'm definitely going to be pushing this one a little more for you, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So,
well, I mean, there's so many, man. It's like
I know, man.
it's I don't want to just flood the feed with like one after another after another.
I wish I had money to back all this stuff, but obviously I need money for myself right now to be able to put this out for the fans. So,
to get me a banner though, bro.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to remind me. I've got so much stuff going. I keep forgetting something.
Yeah, everybody who has a book out there right now, look, you've seen the banners over the madness. Send me something, a graphic of your book. Put comic related madness on it somewhere, and it goes into rotation. It gets 24 hours up on, up above the group. I mean, I'm down to like 5 or 6 banners. I need more banners, guys.
Yeah. So, Pops, I want to tell your group tonight, because I've had a few questions. They ask how this is different from the first 5 floppies that I put out. And I want to make it real clear to people, there is extra content. So if you just go with the just the first 5 books, so each book is 20 pages except for the last one, which was 24 pages. So that's 104 pages. This is 128 pages that we're putting out. Okay, so we have got so we have got a story called Serafina. It's the number 0 one that we put out. That was an exclusive comic with our Kickstarter. That's getting crammed in there. Plus, we've got 4 pages that the editor and I, Chuck Pino, you guys might have heard of him before.
Yep, we know.
He and I worked on these 4 pages, and they are some of the best story writing that I've ever been able to ever done. And so I'm pretty happy with it. Those are in there as an exclusive end credits. Plus, there's a whole bunch of kind of creator notes and commentary that's been sprinkled in throughout this collection as well. But here's the even better part. If I can hit my first stretch goal, we're going to add 12 more pages on top of that, make it a full 140. Now, I don't know, so this is going to be 128 to 140 page graphic novel that has the entire first arc plus all this extra stuff in there. And the entry point for a physical copy is $25. And people are telling me that I'm nuts for doing that, but seriously, I just want people to get this in their hands. I've got an exclusive cover coming from Kanan White, who's the guy I said I wanted to work with, but I'm actually getting a chance to. He should have that to me here within the next day or two. It is shipping out in Gemini mailers. And here's the thing, I am shipping this international. And for anyone who's listening that might be international, one of the things that I'm doing is because international shipping is so expensive, I'm throwing in extra stuff for them. So stuff that won't raise the shipping, but will raise the value. So it's just special international stuff.
This right here where it says, okay, 12 more pages of content from guest creators.
Yes.
Guest creators. That can mean stuff.
You want me to talk about that for a minute? I sure can. Yeah. So Raj Mahan, I think I'm pronouncing his last name right.
Raj
Mahan and Jim O'Reilly are doing a 2-page backup. I've got Brian K. Morris and Eric Hawkins doing a 2-page backup. I've got Todd Altmans and Nicholas Mueller doing backups. I've got Meredith Logren doing backup. I'm telling you, I've got some great creators, some great creativity going into this extra pages, and people are going to want these extra pages. So I'm going to try to keep this thing going as long as I can to get those extra pages in for everybody.
I gotta admit, I'm kind of a little bit jacked about the Raj Mahan angle. This is my guy at Mojo, man. This is my guy at Mojo. I gotta be happy for that, you know. So we got this book, so Raj can get a little something in this one too. I like. Look, networking, cross promotions, all that stuff. I thrive on it, you guys. I thrive on it. Every time one of you guys makes a connection with somebody else and lets me know that you're doing something with somebody else that, you know, is in the group, that's where I'm getting my rush from right now. Keep it up, man. Y'all keep working. And if you keep working, I'll keep promoting. And when it comes down to promoting and the stuff that we got coming in the future, I'm telling you guys, we're about to blow it up.
I see DL Carroll in the chats. He just did a piece for hybrids today. He sent me some inks that he did. Man, gorgeous work. So we're going to try to work that in there somehow too, as a special poster, something that people can get. I'm going to add that to the classic poster set here coming up next week. So I'm going to add things to that. I just added some original art. So most people know I work digital, but there's been a couple pages I've been holding on to. Because what I did is I printed off my layouts in blue, and then I hand penciled these things. Right. And so I'm looking forward because I've been holding on to them because I didn't want anyone to get them because they were for this campaign. I knew I was going to roll them out, and so I've got a couple of original art pieces that are on the that I just loaded up today in the perk tiers, and then we're adding a new poster as soon as I get it colored into the classic poster set, and then I've got another poster set coming in like a week or so. That's going to be It's going to be the homage cover set. So basically, I'm doing a whole set of homage covers, doing throwback covers with hybrids characters in them instead of whatever they were. And so those are going to be coming too. So those are going to look really cool. And so pretty psyched, pretty jacked about all of that.
Come on, man. Every time you guys tell me that, you know, every time you guys tell me somebody's doing something with somebody else, you know, I get that thrill. And man, I watch Wendy, the people at ClickCon, everybody's doing cross promotions. Everybody's bouncing off each other's fan bases. And I'm telling you, that's key. Your fan base increases when all that guy's fans are looking at your book because he's involved in it too. Your fan base grows. His fan base grows. Every time you guys do a networking thing, you get a little bump. I think
that's pretty, you know, the community is awesome like that. Everybody wants everybody else to succeed, so they're always willing to help each other. It's probably the most pleasant thing I've found coming into indie comics is the people. And they make it so much fun.
And the main thing is y'all got to promote each other too. You know, it's like I said, self-promotion. I encourage it. I want you guys get out there, talk about your stuff, be excited. I encourage that. But I also encourage you to hit that share button and say something about something somebody else is doing because, come on, man, that's how we grow. That's how we grow as a community.
You know, the one I think I'll mention real quick that just happened was Blood of Gods. You know, that was kind of just sitting right at the edge right the last couple of days. And I saw everybody just kind of sharing that and getting it everywhere and getting out of funding goal. It was awesome.
I think I've worked harder on that one than any of the other ones except Mojo so far. And the only reason I've worked more on Mojo is because I've been talking about Mojo since December. You know, I mean, I did the first promo for Mojo a long time ago, and it was all the old art and everything, and it's like it looks so much different now, man. It's ridiculous. It don't even look like that anymore. It's so much better. The delay was so good for that book. You won't believe it. Oh, I see. We got LP LP's watching from the outside. What's up, Larry? Spider-Man drinking that beer. Spider-Man drinking that beer. I sent him a picture of Spider-Man eating popcorn so he'd feel normal.
Just remember, Naomi Comics loves to be tagged and everything.
Oh, man. No.
He's like, you. Wait.
Hey, now, Danny, you worked just as hard as I did on Blood of Gods, dude. You don't have to throw me up for that too. You threw that one hard. I mean, everybody, that's what we do. That's what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, in a little while, we're going to do the drawing for the Mojo Cup because the physical backers that are in Comic Related Madness, everybody who backed Blood of Gods was entered into the drawing for the only Mojo glass in existence. The only one. I don't know how well you can see that, but or not Mojo, Crom. It's Crom, our little troll. See him?
What does Crom mean? Like, tell me that because I must have missed that somewhere.
Comic Related Madness. We just needed a vowel to give it a name.
Oh, okay, all right.
We were giving our troll a name. That's how that happened. We were giving the troll a name, and I put a poll up in the group, and Crom was one of the choices, and that's the one everybody wanted. So that's his name. Crom.
I like
See, every time he says Crom, I put up a Conan meme.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. But yeah, that's where I couldn't go with cram. I didn't think that'd go over that good, so crom was a word that people in comics would recognize and relate to. And of course, we capitalized the CR and the M, so hopefully people recognize Comic Related Madness in there.
Yeah.
It's all a play on a word, and it works.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, we're gonna do a drawing and give that glass right there away. That glass was made by Moto Glass. He's one of our guests in the con. He's been in a couple of our cons already. He does etched glass, and I mean he does some amazing stuff with a sandblaster and an etch and a frosted glass. It's some of his stuff is just beyond. You're just like, I know people that have a hard time drawing that. How did you do that on the glass? It's pretty crazy. So yeah, we'll be giving that away about 9 o'clock. In between hour 1 and hour 2. See, Danny knows. Crom. Danny knows. Hail Crom. That's what you're supposed to. Hashtag Hail Crom. That's just the way it is. William, what do you got?
Who, me?
Yeah, what do you got? Throw something out here. Be a co-host for a minute, because I'm gonna go dark.
Okay, go ahead. So, Luke, I haven't talked to you since Voodoo Nation.
Yeah,
So
Voodoo Nation.
I don't know anything about this book. Why don't you tell me about this book?
Oh, you don't know anything about it?
No.
All right. So basically, here's the deal. So I think we all like to have powers, right? Would you like to have powers?
Oh,
Yep.
hell yeah.
Yeah, right. So what if I told you that historically there could be the possibility that you could have a recessive trait that would give you powers? What would you think?
Sign me up.
Okay, so I've got you hooked. All right. So a long time ago, they wrote this book called the Bible. Okay, and in the Bible, there's this particular book called Genesis, and in Genesis chapter 6, it talks about the sons of God or angels having babies with the daughters of men, and those creatures are called the Nephilim. Now, not only does it talk about it in the Christian Bible, but most major religions have some kind of reference to this event that took place. All right. Now, those events are written down, and some books actually talk about some of the creatures that were called the Nephilim, some of those particular individuals, and recount some of their stories. Well, it turns out that some people think that the Greek gods were actually just exaggerations of the real life Nephilim. So that means if the Greek gods were real, based on real creatures that are talked about by several major world religions, they could have continued to have babies, and their genetic trait or angelic DNA, the hybrid DNA, the Nephilim part, could have been watered down over the decades and could be spread out among their offspring right now. And you and I could be sitting here with a little bit of that DNA. But what if something happened and made that DNA wake up and then create in us these godlike abilities, like what you see from the Greek gods, or from, even more fantastic than that. Well, that's exactly what happens in Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. But the real story isn't about the powers. The real story is about how these normal, everyday people that start to get these godlike powers start to vanish. And it's up to this small group of just kind of ragtag heroes who unearth and expose the most wicked, diabolical, corporate human trafficking ring that you've ever met. It's probably more of a superhuman trafficking ring, if we're going to be honest. So that's really what the book is about. So that is the first 5 issues, the first story arc of Trash Day, gives us a peek into that world and starts to lay out how we get a little tip of the iceberg about how all of these things that you've read about in history, the Nephilim, the Greek gods, ancient aliens, Atlantis, Mount Olympus, all of these things have a string that tie themselves together. And so you start to unfold that into this world that is huge and massive, and will span another 2 arcs, which I am now writing the second arc, working with my new editor, Piper. And so we are working hard on that, and very excited for people to get into this book. And so this is an opportunity. If you've missed any of the books and any of the story for the last 4 years, it's been a little sporadic, but we are now in a swing of production to where we're going to keep books coming out at a regular pace. But this gives you the opportunity to not only get caught up with that whole story, but then to look well beyond that into a few different side stories, and then also all of this extra content. So you can get immersed for it and be ready for issue 6 that comes out in January.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty awesome. I'm definitely looking forward to checking out these first 5 and getting into it.
I think it's fun. It really is just a throwback to this kind of old 90s kind of superhero team books. So if you like 90s comics, if you're a big fan of that, you'll probably like this. Oh. The other thing that's really cool is because this spanned 4 years, you really get to see my progress as an artist and a writer. So most of the time you'll have to wait like a number of years to get kind of this compendium where you get this idea or a kind of this big collection of work from a artist, because you don't typically grow very quickly. It's a gradual growth. But I had some periods where I just had like extreme growth in my ability to draw and write. And then with the 2-year gap in between, issues 1 and 2 and issues 3, 4, and 5. So 3, 4, and 5 all came out relatively close to each other, but issues 1 and 2 had this gap in between. You really get to see my growth as an artist and a writer in there. So a lot of people like that. It's fun to kind of watch that growth, I guess, for some people.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think it's only natural to grow. I'm working on Pittsburgh too. Not to take anything away from you or from the subject, but I definitely already feel like how much, like just writing out the first, I'm in like 5 pages in, but I already feel like how much I've grown from working on issue 1. Like, and just like, oh man, like this could be so cool. I can't wait.
Yeah. So imagine if you were an artist too. So imagine if you were doing the art for it too. Yeah. And you learn everything about pacing and paneling and all of that kind of stuff, and learn those little tricks to get you a little further ahead. But yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up your book too. It looks good. It's neat. And I just love all this indie work that's coming out. I'm seeing some of the best stuff that I've ever seen, and it's not coming from the big 2. I think that they've forgotten about the fans and what the fans want, and they've ignored it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's way too much disconnect.
It's all about the merchandising and movies and stuff now. That's all they're worried about.
Yeah, they forgot all about us. The only thing we concern them about is whether or not we're still interested enough in the comics to care about their stupid movies.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not doing anything to keep us interested in comics.
No, not at all. I see Danny asked the question. He says, "What's it like to write and draw a whole comic book?" Grueling. It is grueling. But at the same time, extremely satisfying. But nothing is more satisfying than after I've done all of that hard work, and the books now they go out to individuals. And today I did a podcast this morning, and in the live chat was someone who has already picked up the first 5 issues, and they asked that question: how's this different from that? And so I explained to them that there's all this extra content in there, and But when you give that product out and then people come back and tell you how much they enjoyed it and how they connected with it and, different aspects of it, when they can see and appreciate the little nuance that you've done in the storytelling through either the text or the art, and man, I'll tell you, it's so gratifying. There's nothing feels better. There's a couple things that feel better, seeing your kids succeed in life, those kind of things. But I mean, as far as on a different level, just this whole idea of being able to create something that enriches somebody else's life, it's amazing. But it is grueling. It's hard work. It's really hard work to write and to draw a book.
I can see that. I can see where it would be way hard. That's one of the things going on with all my friends.
Succeed in life,
It's definitely one of the things going on with all my friends. It's like everybody I know is doing something in comics.
Yeah.
Did I lose you guys? Are you still there?
It's a fun medium. Like I said, I came from novels. I put a novel out like 8 years or so ago now. And just coming to comic, I feel like there's so many more things you can do in comics. And like just kind of just be over the top sometimes, and just it's a visual medium, and you're especially like when you work with an artist that just like captures exactly what you want. And you see it on page, it's like, man, this is so cool. And it's like you could have spent like days trying to write this out like in prose form, but like just actually see it though, it's like this is just so much cooler to me. And it's just like I said, it's a fun medium, and I'm glad to see that there's so many cool things going on with it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just throwing a little Twitter link up there. Oh, did I say? Yeah, they got me tied up in that crap now too.
We're all tied up in that crap. Come on.
Oh no, I avoided Twitter. I avoided it. And I avoided it. And I avoided it. And now I'm like in the position where if I'm really gonna try and promote everybody's stuff, I kind of got to go there, pop some links up, and get the hell out.
Yeah. I do encourage everybody to go by my website though, because you can get my Twitter link there, my Instagram, my Facebook, and even the Indiegogo link where the thing's for sale right now. So
what's that website?
It's www.lukestonestudios.com. You like that? See that?
Wow, that was beautiful.
Working on my radio voice. Yeah. They tell me I got a face for radio. So
No, I got a face for radio. You got a face for comics.
That plays right there. Bam!
That's the
Blam,
place.
that's the one.
Bam!
You to go there, and you know what? And here's the thing. Here's a little bonus for people. Most people don't realize this, but I'm also a photographer. And so I've actually got some photos up there that I've taken pictures of bands. One of my favorite things to do was band photography during concert photography. And so I've got some photos and some stuff up there, which are really cool. So feel free to check those out. I haven't done it for a long time, though. Got all my gear. I've just been so busy.
I took a couple pictures of Getty once. I jumped up on stage, took a picture of Getty, got thrown off the stage.
And then later the cops took a picture of you in front of some stripes right now.
No, they just threw me back out in the crowd. They didn't care.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I didn't go at anybody. I jumped up on the stage, ducked down by the monitor, went, dove back down out into the crowd. They didn't care. It was all fun. But I did have a good picture of Geddy Lee that I took myself while he was jamming.
I'll tell you, it's really nice when you get an invite to go behind stage to start taking those pictures.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
It was cool. It was really cool. I liked it.
I can't invite you backstage.
People, but
Yeah, I've been backstage like a whole bunch of times. A buddy of mine, I've been friends with him for like 20 plus years. Our daughters are like in the same school together and everything. And he works a part-time gig on the weekends at the entertainment center in Rhode Island. And if he sees me at one of the shows, he'll be like, "Yeah, come on." And I've met quite a few. I was a DJ for 35 plus years, so
Oh, wow.
a lot of the band show up to the clubs afterwards, and get to meet them then. And I'd show photos, but we had to destroy all the evidence.
That's funny. I want to introduce my friend Mike Wheeler. He's out here.
God dang, man. I come in this show and I hear I got pictures backstage and all this. What's going on?
Hey, this is the whole thing, Mike. When I do my show, it's about getting to know everybody and being more entertaining. I mean, we covered all the comic stuff, and we'll probably talk more about comic stuff. But
I thought you guys are like going behind the scenes at a strip club or something from the way I came in here. I was like, God dang.
That's a different story.
How'd you know that's where I used to work?
Hey, man, I used to be a dance manager at Jaguars back in Texas a long time ago. I know what you're talking about.
I ain't gonna tell you what I used to do at the strip clubs. I ain't saying nothing. Right?
What happens in Vegas stays.
I don't know how we got there. We were backstage at the concert, and then we were in the dressing room at a strip club. What happened?
I don't know.
I don't know, but there won't be any photographs of that either.
Yep, there sure won't. Mike. Mike.
What's up?
Right? 1 week? 1 week?
1 week, man. I just want to give it 1 week so I can sign up a few more retailers.
Cool.
We just got another one on the site just now, so we're up to 15. So my goal is to try to launch with like 50. You know, I mean, I'd say 50 is a solid number, wouldn't you?
I like it.
So I'm going to shoot for 50, see if I can hit 50 by Monday. If I do, cool, we launch. If I don't, if I'm a little short, fuck it, I'll still launch. But
F-bombs. F-bombs.
Oh, we can do F-bombs now?
No, we can't. That's what I said. Joe's watching. Be good, Mike.
Oh, sorry.
They done slapped a rating on him.
Be good. Be good.
I cuss a lot. I don't know.
Okay, so what Mike is talking about is this baby right here. Hey, it still says 14, Mike.
No, it doesn't. Refresh.
Dun, 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 dun. 15 retailers have signed up, have registered for IndieCrowdFund.com. Look.
Crowdfund, not con.
I said crowdfund.com. I said.
Yeah.
I got no teeth. Sometimes I have no mumbles.
Wrong.
Check it out, guys.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna love it.
Look, where do you want me to? What do you want me to show off, Mike? You can talk about it. What do you want me to show? Fulfillment.
Go to the How It Works page. Okay. I think this is probably the most beneficial. The How It Works page.
Where's the How It Works page?
Go to About.
Okay.
Up at the top.
So go to About and then How It Works. Okay.
That's right. Now, this is the most feedback every time we're on the phone with somebody, whether it's a creator, whether it's a fan, whether it's a retailer. If they ask us a question, I post it here.
Right?
So all the questions that you need to know are going to be right here. So if you scroll down, there's a good one. There's one in there it's under community. Hang on, scroll up. Too much. I'm trying to read, but it's all blurry. Here, the last one on the bottom left right there in the gray.
Oh, yeah. I don't like or agree with a creator or campaign on this site. Who do I contact? Well, in short, nobody. We do not subscribe to cancel culture on this platform. As my mother always said, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. She's a nice lady. Yeah. Basically, there's no gatekeeper here. Nobody's going to tell you, nobody's going to tell you you can't be here because of this or that. The only reason would be something illegal.
There you go. All right, scroll down a little bit. Creators always have a lot of questions. Well,
you bet.
If you go down to creators, you can see all the questions I've been asked by every single creator. Can I contact contact the retailers on your site directly? Or do I need retailer functionality in order to use your site? No, you don't. You don't have to have the retailer functionality enabled. You can use it straight up like you've been using Indiegogo and Kickstarter and still benefit off of the 3% platform fee, whereas Indiegogo or Kickstarter charge 5 to 8%. There's a wealth of information here, so I encourage you guys to go and read it.
Publishers can list campaigns.
Of course.
Whether or not you can make edits, of course you can, as long as it's not like, something ridiculously changing.
And, what's really interesting, guys, is if you look at the questions we've been asked from the retailers, go check that out.
Right here? This one right here. I am affiliated with a certain group of people. Will I be welcome here? Yes. We do not discriminate for any reason ever. As long as you do not have illegal content in your products, you do you.
It's fantastic.
There you go.
You gotta check this retailer stuff out, man. The questions we have been asked by retailers are awesome. It's in the orange on the bottom there.
Here we go. How will I know what is coming out of the indie community? Well, that's my job, folks.
I could have just wrote pops, but they wouldn't have understood that.
That's kind of my job. I'm going to be trying to make sure everybody sees everything and trying to get people to come on board and put their books on this page. I'm telling you, this is the future of crowdfunding. It's better, it's cheaper. There's no gatekeeper. There's fulfillment perks. Come on, write the book, draw the book. And if you don't want to do anything else, put your book on the site.
And on top of that, the retailers are going to pick it up and put it on the shelves. You don't even need a publisher, but you could use a publisher if you want to.
Yep. We're not trying to cut out the people you're working with. That's not what we're trying to do either. We're just trying to make it so that you guys can be on the shelves.
Easy.
On the shelves. That's the bottom line. Do you want to put a bunch of books on store shelves, which has always been the problem between the indies and the brick and mortars? This is going to eliminate that problem. We're going to bring you guys together, but you got to sign up. You got to put your books where they can see them.
Check these questions out by the retailers, though. Go through them. They're fantastic.
Will every campaign have retailer perks? It's not guaranteed that everyone will want to take advantage of that. Retail shops being part of the platform. You're welcome to send us a message at any time if you're interested in a book or campaign from a creator, and we will approach them for you and secure a deal if possible. So there, even if you don't want or don't have a retailer perk up and a retailer sees your book, we're going to make sure you can talk to that guy. Or we're going to make a deal for you. Not necessarily make it so you can talk to him, but we're going to make sure you can get your books on his shelf if you want to. We're going to work for you. We're not just going to go, here's the site, Kickstarter, do what you got to do. Here's the site, Indiegogo, do what you got to do. We're going to be here working for you and trying to help you get this so it best serves you.
One of the biggest things we got right there was why would customers buy books from an LCS when they can get them directly through the creator on your site?
And that is a great question.
That was huge. Because even the creators came to us with this question. I just decided to put it on the retailer side because I heard it more from them. But I did hear a couple of creators come to us. Why do I even need the retailers? I've got people buying my books left and right now, where I've got 100 backers.
Yeah, well, you sold 100 books. What if you're selling to an LCS that wants 100 books?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it's not just that too, but if you read that, the whole thing is when the books are on the shelves, the customer no longer has to pay shipping.
Right.
So you're actually doing your fans a service by putting your product out there so much where they can go pick it up at the LCS and not have to pay shipping. because
Yeah, I didn't get to
$25 to back it and
I
then another 10 to 15 to ship it. That's a lot of money for one
I
book.
didn't get to that point yet where me and my buddy here and my buddy there would rather just go over there to the LCS and each of us get a book than all three of us had to spend $10 to get one shipped to us. Put them on the store shelf on the corner, man. You know, the whole thing is a lot of fans really believe in supporting their LCS. LCS is order in bulk. That drives down the shipping cost for the consumer, and they can pick the book up in the shop. It eliminates some of the shipping costs, some of the shipping hassle for you because you're sending out 50 books to one place instead of one book to 50 places. You know, there's a million reasons why it's a good idea to make sure that your book's available on all platforms, on every format. You know?
So that one question, that was the number one question we got. The number two question was crowdfunded books are too expensive.
Yes.
It was actually a statement, not really a question.
It is. And
so that's why I came in and I said, guess what? We fixed that. The campaign creators, they have the ability now to show exclusive perks, which are kept private. So your backers don't see these transactions. They have no idea what private deals you're making behind the scenes to the retailers, allowing them to get a price break to not only benefit their store, but keep their doors open. And this allows you to move more books by setting a minimum order quantity. So you say, okay, it makes sense to me to move this book that I'm crowdfunding for $15 or $25, anywhere between $7 to $12 to the retailer. But I want them to pick up 150 copies. So that makes sense to me business-wise, and I can actually profit off the transaction. We allow that to happen in absolute privacy.
So nobody knows you just sold 100 copies to that store in New York, that store in California. But, you know, I mean, there's still going to be people like me live out in the boonies. And if my LCS doesn't pick up some of these books, guess who still has to buy them through a Kickstarter or a crowdfunder? Guess who? You know, I mean, so the whole thing is both are available. Both are available. You know, we're trying to make it as easy on you guys as possible. Sell your books. Sell your books.
That's the key, man. That is the way.
It will not get any better than this. Not price-wise, not platform-wise, not the kind of exposure that we're trying to get both retailers to get books and creators to get their books seen by retailers. Look, Mike's working. He's calling these guys every day. The ones he's calling them. Hard call, cold call. Yo, we're doing this. Do you want to be part of this? What's your percentage? You know what? What's your percentage of people
out of 63 stores that we have contacted so far? We've contacted 63 individual comic shops. Only 3 said "fuck off."
There you go. Only 3.
Okay, and they had failed business models anyway. The business models they had was that they were ordering from Marvel and DC, and they were going to end up turning their shop into a game store or something, you know, or turning it into a cafe. Like they didn't even want to be in comics anymore.
You see, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about breathing some of this lifeblood that's coming out of the industry, out of the indie industry, and bleeding it all the way out into the mainstream. Make you guys the mainstream. Screw DC and Marvel. They don't care about us. They hire 1 or 2 great writers to put out a good story here and there.
The stores are bleeding, you guys. They are bleeding. In 5 years, there will not be any more comic shops if the things keep going the way they're going, because they are so dependent on Marvel and DC. They can't succeed. They have to turn into a pop culture toy store if they want to thrive. And we don't want that to happen. We want comic shops to stay comic shops. And the only way to do that is to get out from the monopoly of DC and Marvel and put new stories, new titles by good creators on the shelves as often as possible.
And you guys know this, like Rob threw this at me the other night when we were talking about it. I'm not an owner in this business. I'm promoting. I'm the hype guy. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that my friends find this great platform and make money. That's all I'm trying to do.
And Pops is going to be important to us anyway. He's going to be the one that's going to be driving the con traffic and talking to the creators. And I mean, hell, he's great talking to people. He's a very good people person. Unfortunately, I am not.
And this is why, if you have an actual business question, and I will connect you up with Mike, no doubt. But I can pretty much answer most of, the basic stuff, and especially stuff that, I mean, most of it's already covered now. They've filled out all these FAQs. It's pretty much everything anybody would ask.
And we're also going to be bringing in ComicsCast as the media arm for any crowdfund. Joe Tolliver is insanely experienced with public relations and PR and also mitigation. So, I mean, we're going to utilize him to every aspect that we can. So, I mean, it's a big process. We're inking deals with Mixam, with Gemini comic mailers, with Easy Ship.
Yeah. Let me pull up the fulfillment. Because I wanted to go through that too. Y'all don't understand what they're making available to you.
And it's all the discounts. Every single person that's on my fulfillment page has offered me money to send them business. And I have turned down that money and told them to increase your discount. I said, don't pay me a dime. Turn it into a more profitable discount for the creators.
This is where it's at, you guys. We're not messing around. I don't get 100% behind something unless it's 100% for real. Okay? I'm feeling this. I really like the direction of this, and I think it's going to help all of us, man. This gets me wishing I was a creator or more of a, not just the face. You know what I mean? This makes me wish I was one of you guys, because this gives me hope that puts you guys on the comic shelves, on the store shelves for me. So I can go buy your books and not have to pay 20, 25, 30 bucks to get the lowest tier so that I can have a copy of your book here. I'd much rather go pick it up at the damn LCS, guys. Really?
Yeah, go ahead and scroll down that fulfillment page and you can see some of the stuff we're talking about. Mixam, I've got to get up. They just got back to me today. They said that they're going to have the creative to me tomorrow, so I'll list them on the site tomorrow. But if you scroll down, you can see all the companies that we're currently partnered with. Scroll it down, Pops.
I'm trying.
There we go. Ready Comics. Ready Comics, I don't know if you guys know them. They're in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, they're actually in like Mesa, but it's still Phoenix. I used to live in Phoenix. I call everywhere in Phoenix. Ready Comics, they do the fulfillment and printing for Brian Polito. So if you want a metal cover, foil cover, leather bound, square, dude, they do it all. All the sickest shit you can imagine, they do. Okay. And let's see, what is that one there? Comics Wellspring, they're a division of Greco Printing. They're going to be handling some East Coast fulfillment for us if it needs to be done. Easy Ship. Mixam, like I said, I will get them up on the site tomorrow. If you just keep scrolling down. Grading fulfillment, I haven't worked that out yet. I'm still talking, deciding what I want to do. Got an offer. I'm not sure if it's going to go through or not because I'm not sure I'm happy with it. So, all right, keep going down. Comic supplies, Gemini comic mailers. There they are. There was someone else that I was going to put on here too. God, I forgot. Oh, Guys, have you ever been to the shows and seen all the metal prints? Like those pretty prints that Marat Michaels gets, that Mindy has, that Jamie Tyndall has. All
You mean
those
the
metal
John
prints.
Boy Myers over there on the wall?
Yeah. You know who fulfills those, right? Who prints those?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a company called Fairy Metal. His name's Jacob.
Okay.
I'm getting him on board too. So if you guys want some metal, I'm working on getting him on board. He hasn't officially signed yet, but we've been talking to him and he's checking it out. So hopefully it'll happen.
All right. So I got like a couple other invites I have to send out to our second hour guests. If I can figure out what's going on here, it's like my computer's going so super slow right now.
Now, Mike, what do you got for shops out in the East Coast that are on board with you yet?
The probably 5 out of the 15.
Cool. You have any Northeast?
2.
Massachusetts?
None.
None.
Not yet.
I'll talk to somebody. I might be able to send one your way that's they're big on indie stuff.
Great, man. Anything you guys can do. Yeah, just expose them to it. Be like, hey, dude, check this site out, man. Have them watch that video that pops up when we first load the site. I mean, dude, that says it all. That says it all. And I wanted to make sure that was the case. I want other people talking for me. I want to talk as little as possible about this stuff because it's not for me. It's for you.
All right. So if I can sending out invites right now because we got a couple other things we have to do here.
Sure.
If I can find him. Where's Robert? Where's Robert? Where'd he go? Man, I hate trying to find old messages because I get so many. And then I tried to scroll through. It's like, what? How far away did it go? All right, let's see. Okay, I've sent out some invites for the hour of the second hour. Anything else you wanted to cover, Mike?
No, man. I'm just hanging out with you guys.
All right. Well, if let's see, I sent the invite to Giuseppe. He's Isadora and the Immortal Chains, and I sent an invite to Robert. I think that's Space 1975.
Oh yeah.
If we can get those guys to come on out, then we can continue with more comic talk. What do you guys think? Joe says this is the way. This is the way.
That's right.
Oh, and it gets. What's up, dude? Yes. It isn't just your friends. Comics Cast works with everyone. It's game.
Case in point.
All right. When did Ryan sneak out? I didn't catch him leave.
Ryan shot us a private message. He had to bounce because he has an early flight going out tomorrow.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. We have people.
We have people.
All right, let me get rid of that. Dark Daddy Lunga.
What's up, guys? What's up? Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, it's good to meet you, man.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from vacation. We were at Myrtle Beach for my birthday the whole weekend. Just got back like 4 hours ago. So we're just settling back in from the vacation and trying to get back to real life. And funny thing is, real life didn't end for me because I still streamed the DC fandom event while I was on vacation, and I was still trying to organize my project as much as I can during my vacation. But
well, let me go ahead and ask you then. What was your highlight from the DC fandom event?
I mean, I'm not one of those people that's lost faith in the big ones. Especially DC. I love DC. I love those characters, love those heroes. Even if I'm disappointed with some stuff, I still try to follow them and everything. But my most excitement that I'm getting is honestly is the Black Adam movie. I'm really excited about the Black Adam movie. I've always loved a lot of the Golden Age stuff, and Captain Marvel wasn't even DC. That was Fawcett Comics, where it started with him. So I've always been a fan of that, and so I was really looking forward to the Black Adam one. And it didn't disappoint it. And honestly, the Matt Reeves Batman looked really, really good. That trailer it surprised me. It looked really good.
Cool. Joe. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Jimmy. I think
Jimmy's around eventually. He'll show up.
Yeah, I mean, he could be on another stream for all I know. I mean, he knows the invite was here. I expected him in the first hour, but Robert, how you doing?
Yeah, great. How are you doing?
Hey, we're having a good old time up in here. That's what we do.
It's awesome to be here, man. It's awesome to be here. My first time. Very exciting.
And did you have a favorite moment from DC fandom?
I did not attend, but I did see the Batman trailer, and it looks interesting. I agree. It's not.
And that is the thing. We all have to admit it was to promote the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's where their money is, and you have to know that's where most of the focus is going to be. For me, it was just, man, you just. The E and then the titles, and it's like, well, what are you giving us in return for what you just took? And we didn't get nothing out of it. I was like, come on, I want to know what's coming. Joe says super pumped for Black Adam. Not sure if he's feeling the trailer. I think he means hype. It reminded him of the old school RPG cutscenes. Now, I'm not a trailer guy. I'm not a spoiler guy. I do not watch them. If I'm going to watch the movie, I don't want to see the two best scenes before I go watch the movie. I mean, because that's all they ever give you is the biggest explosions, or something that's totally out of context of what you're supposed to see. Is it bedtime, grandson? Want to say hi to everybody? This is one of the youngest comic character creators in the industry. He has a character will be coming out in Mojo Book 2.
Get him started early.
Yeah. If I can't be a creator, I'm gonna make sure they are.
Live vicariously.
Oh, here comes another one. It's bedtime, so they're all coming. Say goodnight to Grandpa. Yeah. This is Gabe. This is the youngest. Let me say hi to everybody. What do you mean?
Hey.
You just want to be a...
I'm gonna turn 5.
What?
I'm gonna turn 5.
You're going to turn 5?
Yeah, I don't.
Wow.
When.
You don't know when?
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you in the morning, buddy.
I turned 5 too, 45 years ago.
Good night. Good night. Love you. Love you. Be good. Yeah.
So was there a Black Adam trailer? Is that what you guys are suggesting here? I didn't hear.
It wasn't really a trailer. Joe called. I mean, it is a trailer, but it isn't a trailer. It was just some stop motion animation. But because they haven't filmed anything yet. That was just to give you an idea. It was like some artist interpretation.
It was like artwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the 1960s DC animation trailer where they just moved the cardboard around a little bit.
Right.
Okay, so before we dive into these books, I want to hit you guys with a couple of them same questions that we fed up earlier. Robert, who's your favorite band?
My favorite band? Well, that's of course that's got to be the Beatles.
Well, there you go. That's going way old school, but yeah.
But there's lots of other great bands around too. Yeah, I love U2. I love Coldplay.
There you go.
Some other stuff. Yeah.
Darth, I really got to know.
Mine. I mean, just like Robert says. I mean, there's a lot of great bands and there's a lot of music. I'm very eclectic with music. There's a lot of things I love. But if you back me into a corner and force me to say one band that you listen to forever and you can't listen to anyone else, I would say Evanescence.
Oh.
Sophia. There's still one more.
One more.
Oh man.
The oldest.
Hey.
Okay. Say hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
They are comic people. Say hi, comic people.
Hi.
Are you going to bed now?
Yeah.
See you in the morning. All right. Good night. Love you. Be good. Night night.
Good night.
They're all hams too, if you didn't notice. Every one of them loves the camera, man. Every one of them loves to get a little cameo when Grandpa's on.
Well, yeah, look at their grandpa. I mean,
Yeah. They're still over there. Oh, right. Now, Robert, if you can work with anybody, who would you want to work with?
Wow. Let's see. It's tough. That's a tough call. Alan Moore. You know, I'm a writer. I'm a comics writer, and I know I should be choosing an artist. But I mean, if I had to pick one comic book creator, yeah, that's the one guy I'd pick. There are lots of guys, lots of people though that I'd love to work with as well, all around, all across the board. Yeah.
That's a perfect answer. You're a writer. You want to collab with another writer and expand a story. Yeah, I get it. What about you there, Dark Daddy?
I'm the complete opposite. I am a writer, but I'm going to pick an artist because my ego will not let me do another writer. But if I had to pick an artist, dream artist to work with, it'd be a tie between Jim Lee and George Press.
All right.
Great choice.
Yeah, yep. Favorite movie?
Oh,
Dark.
this one's impossible. Favorite movie? I mean, my channel. My channel's a Star Wars channel, so I mean, I guess obviously we're gonna put the Star Wars movies up there. Go with the Empire Strikes Back if you can, But I love fantasy movies. I love adventure movies. I love action movies. 300 is one of my favorite. I love, Godfather is one of my all-time favorites. So I mean, there's so many that are out there. But again, I'm a Star Wars guy as my channel, so I guess I'll go with the easy answer and stay.
Empire Strikes Back. There it is. Robert.
I got to go with something that I saw recently. It's I wouldn't say it's my all-time ultimate favorite movie, but it's an awesome movie. It's called Jojo Rabbit.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, it is really. If you haven't seen it, man, you got to give it a shot. It is awesome. Whatever you think about it, there's much more there than you think.
Now, I didn't even say what mine was in the first hour. I just asked everybody else. I suppose I should probably go ahead and let everybody know. The Breakfast Club is my favorite.
I love the Breakfast Club.
movie. The Breakfast Club is my favorite movie of all time because I lived that. That was how it was.
Forget about me.
We got in trouble at school. We did what? We did detention on Saturday. That's the way it was. There wasn't no, there was no getting out of it. Your parents didn't get you out of it. You went and did detention on Saturday. And it wasn't no fun. And there was some bully there or some nasty old lady that you had to deal with for the whole day. And that's just how it was, I totally related. And because I was a little bit of all of those people, I was an enigma. Okay. I liked sports. I was a nerd. I played chess. I hung out with the stoners on the canal bank. You see what I mean? There was no group that I couldn't insinuate myself into. I was that guy.
Well, we want to hear about the princess part too, because if you're all of them, we want to hear about the princess as well.
Actually, it was the goth chick. Okay. And then see the Mrs. Popularity, the part that Claire, that was what I mean by I was included in all the groups.
You're accepted.
Everybody was cool with me, Now, I can't say everybody. because you know there's always a hater in each of those groups that doesn't like this guy that just bounces in once in a while. So it wasn't always peaches and cream, but that was, that was my life. I was all of those people when I was in high school and junior high. That was me. So I can totally relate to that one. That's not saying there aren't a whole bunch of more action and eye candy movies, but that one, probably that and 50 First Dates are probably the two movies that have gotten the most of an emotional response from me. I can't watch that stupid 50 First Dates without popping a tear, man. Every time she comes out out of the boat at the end of the movie with the little girl, and you want to meet your little girl, and it's like, that movie gets me every time. But what else we got? Favorite author, as in novelist. Darth.
Well, I mean, I did write a fantasy novel myself and publish it, and my biggest inspiration, if I'm gonna say author, I mean, would be Tolkien.
Tolkien, I like that. I've read all of it. His sons, all of it.
Yep. Similarian, all that other good
stuff. I have all of it. Like Unfinished Tales, just geez, all of it. Adventures of Tom Bombadil, everything he wrote, I got something somewhere.
Wow.
So Mike had to go do some work on that page. I appreciate that. You guys don't know how much I appreciate that page. I think it's going to be big. I really do. I hope you guys get involved in that. What's up? What's up, Nicholas? I see Nicholas out here. That's another one that's got a book. I got to get him on one of these shows, talk to him too. So, speaking of books, Darth.
Yes, sir. Isadora and the Immortal Chains.
Hold up. I'm gonna interrupt you for a really quick second. I'm gonna pop Karen up in here. We're gonna do a drawing for this right here. For some of the physical backers of Blood of Gods that are group members of the Comic Related Madness, we're giving this one-of-a-kind little troll cup away to whoever Karen pulls out of the hat. Hi, Karen. Is Karen there?
Hey, Pops.
There's
Can you hear me? I'm good. Can you hear me? Is it all good over there?
Sorry, it was taking me a moment to get on.
Oh, you're all right.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you ready to pull a name, or are we ready to announce a winner?
Well, I am. Let me see.
Let me see.
How... Does anyone know how I turn my camera around on this here thing?
Oh, gee, I don't know. We trust you. Just tell us who won. Go ahead. Roll it up. Just roll it up. I know there's like what, 15 or 18, I think.
Well, no. I've got it on randomized.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to turn your phone around. I don't use cell phones. You know that.
Let's see.
That's my screen.
There's usually an icon on the screen that's got like two arrows going like in a circle.
Well, if she's on StreamYard, you be on.
Well, I'm on my tablet, and I.
Yeah, there should be at the bottom there. A thing that says Cam Mic. A gear says Cam Mic. You click on that, and then you can pick your camera, and it'll say front or back.
Oh yeah, I see
when
that.
you're on.
Ah, got you. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I'm not very computer literate myself. Okay, let's see. Facing back. Let's see how this goes. Well, hold on. Okay, can you see the list?
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Well, it's there.
Sort of, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see the list.
We can sort of see it. We, like I said, we trust you, Karen. Go ahead. How about you hit it, let's say 4 times?
4 times. Okay. 4. Here we go. All right. There's 2.
Oh.
3. All right, here we go with number 4. Are you ready?
Yep. Who's the winner?
Sierra Nova Comics.
Sierra Nova Comics. Well,
Sierra Nova Comics.
Yeah, I know who it is. All right. Congratulations. You just won.
Are they looking beautiful?
You just won the only Crom glass in existence. The only one. It's nice. By Moto Glass. And if we make any more, it will not be this image of Crom. It'll be a different image. This will be one of a kind just for you, sir. You know who you are. Sear Comics. All right. That's awesome. Now look, I want to go up.
Congratulations.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much,
sir,
for always being my randomizer. She's done all the drawings in the group since the first.
You're Vanna White.
Yep, she's always been the person who announces the winners. She's the one. Karen, this is Will. This is
That's
Robert. This is Dark Daddy Lunga. They're all part of the community. She also has a group called Savage Images. You might want to check it out. Anything else you want to talk about before you? Oh yeah, her man Jonathan is also an artist. You might want to check his stuff out when you're over there at Savage Images. What about you, Karen? Anything you want to throw out there?
That is correct.
All right, North Carolina, you getting hit by a storm or something? Because you like in and out on us. What's up down there? Oh, that tablet needs an upgrade, Karen. I love you. Darth Daddy. What's
Yes, sir.
up over here, dude?
It is my comic book. My first. I mean, it's not my first Kickstarter. I did my novel.
Pop. So I can't think of anything else right now.
Delayed.
Then thank you for coming out. Thank you for helping out. I'll send you a message in a little bit. Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. Now, Isadora.
Yes.
And the Immortal Chains. All right. We got 54 backers, 1,900 of the 4,500 goal. Still got 23 days. I don't see any issue with getting this funded. What's up, people? Come check it out.
That's the definite goal. I mean, I'm not brand new to Kickstarter. I did have one other project I did, my novel Souls of Magic's Dawn, which was successful. But this is my first foray into comics as being a creator. I'm the writer. I got some spectacular artists to do it. The sequential artwork is a gentleman from Turkey, Alper Gekel, and his colorist Serkan. They're doing the sequential artwork and the main cover. I got Samantha Branch did a variant cover, and we had Mark Goldfein and Sarah Perriman do a second variant cover.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
These are who he's talking about.
Right. Now this book is done, guys. This isn't one of those fund it to get it made deals. It's done. I already paid it all out of my pocket. The book is done, dealed, and sealed and delivered. All it's got to do is go to print, right, to get it to you guys. So that's what we're looking. When you're looking at this minimum, we're looking at here a $4,500 goal. That's basically to get the minimum of the overhead costs that we already incurred, and the printing and the shipping, and to get it out to everybody. Now the goal is to go past that 4,500 to obviously fund book 2, because this is going to be a series. For those of you who want to know what is Isidore about, right? I mean, no one's going to buy a comic book just to buy a comic book. We gotta know what's going on with the story, right? Well, I decided to take stuff from the Lovecraft mythos. I decided to take the Lovecraft mythos, the Cthulhu and the old ones, and a lot of those horror elements that are in the Lovecraft universe, and kind of mash it up together with the superhero world. So I like to refer it as a Lovecraftian dark heroverse. So think like Silver Surfer meets Lovecraft meets Constantine. That's the kind of feel I'm trying to get from this. The main character is Isadora. She was born during ancient Rome. And during that time, right when Pompeii exploded, she was basically taken by the King in Yellow to be his herald, kind of like how Silver Surfer is a herald for Galactus kind of deal. So she comes to Earth periodically at all these different times to entrance souls to bring them to Carcosa with the King in Yellow. Well, after 2,000 years, she's found a way to separate herself from him, put him in a kind of a hibernated sleep. And now she decides she wants to try to regain her humanity and try to help Earth save humanity from itself, if you will, because a lot of this insanity and a lot of this stuff that comes from these old ones, humans inflict upon themselves. So she's trying to save them from themselves. So that's what this series is about. And I'm trying to get mix that horror and superhero stuff and kind of put it all together into one book. And for fans of Lovecraft as well. And this eventually plans to grow, with other characters. There's gonna be other characters going to be introducing and stuff like that. As far as the Kickstarter goes, I mean, it's first time comic book. I gotta tell you, we hit 1,000 in the first day. Now after about 6 days, we're at almost 2,000. So we're about 42%, 43% funded, which I think is spectacular. We're gonna have a ton of stretch goals. Right now, the current stretch goal is a sticker, an Isadora logo sticker, which is the new logo that I had done. Yeah, that one right there. So when we hit 50% funded, which is $22.50, every backer at a physical tier or higher will get that sticker included. There's a whole bunch of other stretch goals I had planned. I had this wonderful artist, Jay Espin, who made 4 different collector cards that I'm going to give away for different stretch goals as this goes on as well. So the collector cards is a 4-inch replica of the yellow sign, a 3D molded replica of the yellow sign. It's going to be a stretch goal. And obviously the comic book, itself and all the variant covers and prints and all that other good stuff. So I'd love to get this done. It's been a dream of mine. I've obviously been a comic book fan for a long time. I wanted to make my own story and I want to get it into people's hands. Yeah, back it, guys. Back it. It's like it's done, guys. If it doesn't succeed, I'm gonna have this sitting here at home for me. You know what I mean? So it's like so I want to get it out in people's hands. There's no risk of it not being done. No risk of it not being fulfilled. The only wait time there'll be is however long it takes to get the printing done and ship it out.
Wow, she don't look like she's nobody nice.
No, well, she's a perfect transgressive. She's an anti-hero. Okay, so she's like,
yeah, she don't look like nobody nice right there. Again,
right? Think, I mean, she's not the same kind of character, but think how Punisher is. Punisher obviously is not nice to people. Okay, but he protects innocents. He protects people who deserve protecting. But he does not mind breaking the skulls and taking the lives of people who are not as pure. So she's the same way. She's still going to keep doing the stuff she kind of does, and to keep the old ones pacified, if you will, to not let them realize something's going on, that she's doing stuff by taking the life or driving insane people who deserve to be done that way, treated that way. But the ones who are young and innocent, because the way Lovecraft works, it's a very bleak outlook on life. There's not usually happy ending in Lovecraft, and it's basically a story about we're all insignificant. That's basically what Lovecraft is about, is that we are insignificant and not important to the grander scheme of things. Well, she wants to show that we are, and she cares about humanity, and she wants to regain her humanity after being 2,000 years a herald to one of these powers that are out there in the universe. So that's what I'm trying to bring shine a little bit of hope in what's usually a very dreary Lovecraftian world.
Cool. I like the whole concept, man. I'm good. Is there anything like that you encountered while you were doing this that made you know you were doing the right thing? This is a question I try to ask, because some people get partway through it and they go, man, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I mean, do you know you're on the right track?
Yeah, I mean, with me, my imagination, there's a million things that run through my mind when it comes to ideas. And I said this, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Everybody who has any kind of creative ambition has ideas. There's ideas in everyone's skull out there. Everyone can potentially make a story, make a book, make characters. It's actually doing it that's the challenge. The ideas we all have, right? And there can be spectacular ones in everyone's brains who's never going to do anything with it. So for me, I just parse through the ideas of which ones I think not only do I think is cool, but what I think other people will think is cool, obviously. So I try to pick on those and work with that when I'm creating something. As far as, how do I know I'm doing the right thing? To me, I gotta be honest with you. As far as I'm writing, I just want to do it and get it out there. If it's right or not right, people will tell me. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I meant is you're confident that what you're putting out there is what you want. What is the mess? Is the thing you're trying? Is it what you're trying to do? That's because a lot of people get out there and they go, man, I wish I would have not done that. I wish I'd have done this. I wish I'd have waited longer and done something else. Are you confident that you hit it right at the right time, that this is the book you wanted to put out?
Yeah. I mean, it's serendipitously, Lovecraft Country just came out, right? I just heard about this show, 3 weeks ago? I didn't even know. Lovecraft Country, what's this? HBO's put out a show. I'm like, okay, well, let's see what it's about. I already had this script done. I was already in the process of making this comic book. And then I saw the show, and the show's really cool. And I think it is, at least. So, especially, if people are loving this show, there's going to be a heightened interest in Lovecraft. You know what I mean? And those keywords can pick up, for this comic book, and people can start checking it out. So I think that's right. Now, as far as, is there things in there like I'm sure I got it how I wanted it to? That's why I got an editor. I don't care how good anyone thinks their work is. You always need that. That eye that's not a friend of yours. Right. That's not someone you know. You know what I mean? That's there to tear you apart. They're not there to pat you on the back. That's not what they're there for. Even if you deserve all the pats on the backs, they're not there to pat you on the back. They're there to tell you what is not deserving of that pat.
Yeah. What part is entertaining and what part is not.
Right.
Because for me as a fan, like you said, that's if I can get lost in it, then I'm entertained. If it's eliciting an emotional response, then I'm entertained. And I got to admit, I'd probably say 90% of the books I picked up, I finished. There's very few that I've not been able to get through. So I mean, I give an author a chance.
Yeah.
William, you got anything for Dark Daddy?
Yeah, I mean, just from what he's told me, it's apparent that I should have been an editor a long time ago. Because I enjoy ripping the out of people all the time, But I want to know what inspired you to do this as a comic instead of a novel.
Well, like I said, I'm already a novelist. I did do a fantasy novel. It's book one of a series. And it's 104,000 word novel, and there's going to be more after that. As far as telling this story, I wanted to tell a story because writing a novel is very time intensive. I know Stephen King knocks them out like they're popcorn. But most novelists don't pop out books that quickly, and they take a lot of time. And there's a lot of scene setup. There's basically in a couple panels, the instructions I give the artist is pages and pages and pages of exposition in a novel. So it's a lot easier as long as you know how to lay out those panels and how you make sure it's flowing properly to keep a reader engaged. It's much shorter process just to get an artist, especially if you click with that artist, what you're looking for and for these panels and pages, and all that time spending in exposition is displayed there for you in artwork, and it tells a story that way without a very heavy process of reading it or writing it to get out for people to understand what's going on in the scene. So that was my big thing too. And for me, the visual aspects that come along with this, being horror and a lot of the visual aspects that I want to get into it, I think will come across better in an art medium rather than a written word medium.
There you go. Robert, you got any questions for Darth Daddy?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the artwork on that Kickstarter project screen there. He really you found somebody really talented there. It looks like a really solid project.
I like,
yeah, it's
I like
my
that one
attention.
page, that one
Timing.
page that has the hot dog stand, and then you could tell it's like apocalypse happened, and now it's like people trying to sell some fruit. And
You want to
see that
part there, Pops? Actually, if you want to bring it up, play the trailer because I don't. People need to see the trailer.
I'm not clicking no buttons. I love earlier when I explained that. I will share the screen, but as soon as I start messing around, I'll get kicked off. I'll get kicked off completely. My computer will freeze. It'll take me 15 minutes to get back into the feed. If you want to share the screen, and
I'm already on it. I'm already on it, Pop. I'm already. Remember, I run my own. I run my own show, so I mean, I know how to. I can do this. That's not a problem at all. But I was really proud of this trailer. I sent it. Alper, the guy who's doing the sequential art, the gentleman from Turkey. He set up. Him and his partner set up the initial trailer with the kind of a similar stop motion we're talking about, like with the Black Adam movie. And then I added some of my little touches to it to create this final trailer. And I'm really proud of it. So
do monsters exist?
I love this trailer, dude. This is marketing.
They are more real than you know.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I really like that, man.
Yeah, it was a good trailer.
yeah, I was proud of that trailer. Because I mean, just getting. I mean, obviously, the enjoyment is going to come when people finally get the book and read it. But you gotta, like Pops was joking around. I don't like watching trailers because I don't want to see the two best parts of the entire movie. Well, that's the point. You want to get people in, and capture that imagination and give it that feel. To say people say, I need to read this. I need to read. Cause I can't tell you. Not to say that my book isn't, because it's going to be a spectacular book. But how many times we watch the trailer and I'm like, man, that trailer looked a lot better than the damn movie did. It's like, but it got your butts in the seat, right? It did its job. That's what it's supposed to do. So the trailer was important to me, that it captures what my vision is and the feel I'm trying to get, that just by my descriptions on the Kickstarter page, people may not get. You know what I mean? So I want to give them that punch in the gut with the trailer and give them that feel right off the bat.
All right. Now, Mr. Robert, I want to hear about yours. We're getting down. We got about 15 minutes left here, and I want to close out the show. I want to make sure you get your time too. I didn't mean to cut you like that, Darth.
No. It's a time thing. I get it.
It's like I said, as soon as I start pushing buttons, I don't know for sure what's going to happen. I was queuing this up. I was queuing it up to be ready, and it went all the way out there. I'm like, here we go. But I didn't mean to just like jump you off like that. I do want to look at this though, because this is the one that I'm the least familiar with out of everything that I'm talking about right now. So, Robert, what do we got here, man? We got 145 backers. You still got a week to go. We're still a couple grand short of goal, so we need to work on this one, man. Let me let me drop this thing on Twitter real quick.
I've got a pretty good feeling, though. You know, we've got a lot of people following the campaign, and so there's a lot of interest there. A lot of people standing on the sidelines waiting to jump in. So it's a time jump, I got to say. I think we could still hit it, and feeling real good about it. It's a really fun project. It's for a fiction anthology, an anthology of stories, space opera stories with a 1970s twist or flavor. So
Star Galactic.
And it's a prose book, right? It'll be a prose book of stories. Have some real strong comics related talent involved as well, including Peter David. He's going to write a story for this book. Yeah, you know, the man.
Both comics and novels written by Peter David.
Yeah. Oh, he's done it all. He's a really accomplished writer, and he's had unbeatable runs on Incredible Hulk and X Factor, and he came up with the Star Trek: The New Frontier series for Pocket Books a while ago, the fiction series.
I think he did Aquaman.
Yeah, he had a long run on Aquaman. You're right, Pops. Yeah, he's quite a writer, and he's a real talented guy, and he's got a real quirky sense of humor that really defines a lot of his work. It's at the heart of a lot of what he does. It's this really quirky Monty Python-esque kind of humor, right. And yet he's strong with developing relationships and character arcs, and he's real good with surprising you too. You know, just things out there, you're cruising along through the story, and all of a sudden, wham, something big happens, and yet it's true to the arc of the story, but it's a shock. So we got him, and we've got Mike Barron.
We know Mike. We know Mike. Yeah. He's a very good friend of the group, no doubt.
In fact, he recommended that I look into this into your world, and I'm glad I did, because I love it. I love all the stuff you've got going on.
Well, and, it's growing, man. It's growing. You know.
I know.
And that's what we want for you guys too. Like I said, we want to get you out there to as many people, stores, whatever, as we possibly can. So you know,
love it.
The madness didn't start out like it is now. I just want you to know. You guys, when I started this out, it was a little group for a few people, a couple, you know, we had like 100 people jump in right away from previous groups. And, you know, we didn't plan on all this. It blew up. It blew up because of COVID and wanting to help people because of COVID. And it's like, it wasn't anything we planned. None of what you see today was even in the cards when we created Comic Related Madness. None of it. You know, we were promoting one book, Mojo Rising. That was it. And you know, I mean, it blew up, man. I mean, and because of all you guys and everybody showing their stuff, and before you knew it, it was a networking group. You know, I'm looking at all these names, man. What's up, dude?
Yeah. Oh, we've got a great author team. We really did. In addition to Peter and Mike, we've got Mark Scott Zickery, who's a longtime Hollywood screenwriter. He's written episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation and Star Trek: Deep Space Nine and Babylon 5 and Sliders and Twilight Zone and just about everything you can think of. Guy's amazing. He does an indie project right now that he's airing on through YouTube. It's called Space Command, and it's got a lot of Star Trek actors and B5 actors and people from other shows. And he pulls it all together. He wrote the show. There was an episode of Deep Space Nine where Avery Brooks, Captain Sisko, went back in time, and he was living the life of a science fiction writer in the 50s.
Oh, I love that episode.
He wrote the story that was based on. Yeah, so he's something. He's a real talent. And we got Dean Wesley Smith and Craig Martell. They're both big indie science fiction authors. And Kat Rambo, she's a Nebula award-winning science fiction author.
This list, man. You got some
awesome
people here. Lauren Coleman.
Yeah. From Battleless Games. Yeah, from BattleTech and that world. He's a heck of a talent as well. We've got all kinds of people on this project, and they're all coming together to make this a reality. And like I said, we're at 56% funded. But the project, if it funds, it's going to be the first book in a series we're calling the Decadium. So each volume will be a book of stories, space opera stories, that are sort of focused on a particular decade. So this time around, it's the 70s. Next time it might be the 1940s. Maybe after that, the 1960s or the 1770s or whatever. Something cool, and we pull different elements and put them together into the book, whether it's musical elements or fashion, platform shoes and leisure suits and things like that, or thematic elements or historical things, just whatever aspects strike the writers as being fun and interesting. And it opens up a lot of possibilities. So you can really have a lot of fun with this theme. And I think it's sort of we're coming at this from a slightly different point of view. So it's not like serious science fiction, but it's not campy, cheesy stuff either. It's somewhere in the midst of what we love best about space opera and about fun fiction and storytelling, and it's going to be great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, William, you got any questions?
Quiet, you. Tell us how you got involved with all these name writers.
That's a good question. How do you meet all these people? And look at me, I'm in the wrong book again. What happened? Okay.
It's just from having a career as a writer myself. Over the years, I've met a lot of different authors and a lot of different editors, people in the business, people in the comics business. I wrote some stuff for DC actually a couple years back, and most recently I've written some prose fiction for Ahoy, and also for Ahoy's Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror. And you just meet people and you keep in touch and network and build those contacts over the years, and there you go. You've got your own little squad of people that you can pull together at a time like this. So yeah, and then they're all great people, and they're all really talented. They're all pros, and you're gonna get great results. You're gonna have some really wild and fun stories.
I feel bamboozled when you ask Robert, who's your dream collaboration with, when he's already been doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, looking at it, like, yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me think of somebody that's not on this current project.
Yeah, there you go.
Of 35 big names.
Well, Alan Moore. He never answered my email for this. So, yeah, Alan Moore. There we go.
Oh man. If I could have had him in this, oh my God, of course I would have. Yeah, no question.
I'm gonna take a chance, guys. I'm gonna see if I can get this trailer to play. Cross your fingers.
It's fun.
Star Wars, Alien, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Battlestar Galactica, and so much more.
Buck Rogers.
The decade was.
Yeah.
The 70s. Yeah. I like it.
Thanks.
I like it.
Got a little P-Funk reference there. Mothership action.
I like it. Had that little 70s funk. Yep.
Yeah.
Got me bopping right away. I like that.
Are the spaceships going to have the deep plush carpeting?
I want to tell all you guys. You gotta have a voice. You gotta have a voice. Look, one of the shows that I get people to go out on and promote their books is a show that's mostly a radio audience. And when they play your video, it's just dun, 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 to the radio audience. The voice. Okay? It's not, I mean, I know it's a different way of thinking, but just think of whatever you're writing, have somebody saying it too.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that text is, have somebody saying it too. That way, when you go out on a show like Indie Bolt, that 80,000 people are listening, but only 100 people are watching, they hear what your video's saying. You know what I mean? A lot of people leave that out. And like I said, that's one of the biggest audiences that I can expose you to. Give me that voice. You know what I mean? Give me that voice. That's all. That's the only critique I have on that.
You hook me up with Indie Vault, and I'll do the voicing.
I can get you on the Indie Bowl show anytime, man. That's not a problem.
All right, man.
You know, we all bounce people back and forth, help each other out. It's all about exposure for everybody. The more exposure I can get you, then I'm doing my job, right? You know?
I love that. I love that, and I love that that kind of attitude, because it works all different ways too. You know, you boost one guy up, that guy boosts somebody else up, and it all works out, and it's great. Yeah, I love that.
Let me hook you up, Jimmy. Just a second, bro. Where's Jimmy? If Jimmy might have to go look at his art page to get it, because Jimmy never accepted me as a friend. It's in the art page. Actually, it's probably been there for a couple hours. Jimmy Reyes art. Go look in your messages. You have a link. It's been there for 2 hours, bro. That's what I got for you. And we'll stay out here a little longer, and we'll talk about your stuff too, since you're late. If you come out, woo! Let's see. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens, but have indie comic artists ever had problems with censorship and cancel culture? That's kind of like every day now. I don't know how you would ask a question like that unless you're just not paying attention, because it's to everybody in every company, every one of the big companies, and it happens in the indie industry. You know, just like what Joe said there, if somebody has a CG tag, there's people that won't work with them. You know, it's stupid, but it is the way it is. Oh yeah, don't worry, Jess. We got you, bro. And ain't no fault like
I'm an opportunist. Yeah. I'll put up the link before you do that. Don't worry about that. I got you. Listen, ain't no one gonna promote me like I promote me. Let's just put it that way.
Yo, send Jimmy the link to his personal, since he never accepted my friend request. Where you at, Jimmy?
We'll put him on right after we sign off.
Yeah, you send him the link. Let Joe come out here and interview him. See, Jimmy has to come out. Jimmy has to come out because for the first time since, God, I don't know how long, USPS got something right. And I got Jimmy stuff to show off, and Jimmy needs to be out here. Jimmy Reyes, go look at your art page in the messages. The link is there.
Yeah, I'm trying to send it to him as well.
It's like, come join us, my friend. I have stuff. That's Jimmy stuff. Page 1 stuff. Man, I don't even want to open this up because it says it's a special preview edition of his book, Dragon Rage. I don't even want to open that up. Where you at, Jimmy? Oh, I'm here. You're where? Screw it. There's the link. Get in here.
There you go.
Thanks for getting that in.
He's gonna go check his messages tomorrow.
Jimmy's a little bit of a boomer. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys are aware. So this past the 23rd, yesterday, was my birthday. I'm 46. I turned August 23rd, 1974. Well, Jimmy's birthday happens to be August 23rd, 1974. So it's also Jimmy's birthday yesterday, and we're the exact same age. And we actually share a same date and year birthday with Ray Park, who played Darth Maul as well. So yeah, Jimmy just had a belated birthday. But yeah, I got stuff from Jimmy too. He sent me this actually for my birthday. He did a sketch cover for Star Wars Shatter's Empire. And he sent me this for my birthday.
Nice.
And he sent me some of the extra Trago cards that he was doing. Trago cards for Geekery.
Yes, I got one of those. Yeah, I got one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I was like, the mail has not been nice to me lately at all.
Yeah.
The mail.
USPS is going through a bit of a turmoil right now.
Oh, I'm telling you, there's stuff that was supposed to be stuff that was supposed to be here before my last con that still hasn't got here yet.
Yeah, that's right.
We're about to do the next con. Where's the stuff, right? But Jimmy, the link is right there, and Jimmy is here.
Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy Mac.
Hey,
when are you coming back?
You know I have to make a dramatic entrance, right? It's got to be.
I'm good with that.
We got to build up the suspense and everything before I can enter. I mean,
yeah. Since we were going to sign off right now,
and all your viewers already got their PJs on, they're already tucked in bed, and
look what came today, Jimmy.
Oh man,
what came today?
Hey.
I was like, finally, USPS got something in time, got here in time for me to show it off when I was actually out here with my guest. Woo!
And I pull the UPS. I show up late, so I'm sorry about that.
Now I really don't want to open this. I'm telling you, because I'll just get the next because it says special preview edition. Now I'm assuming it's like a shorter version of your book, or like a little.
Yeah, it's our pre-launch campaign edition that we send out to people to know, to give them an idea what they're going to back. But the thing is, that particular cover, we pulled that image and only 25 got printed. So 25 went out, and now they're considered collector's items. So
dude, I love it. I'm not messing with it, man. I'll wait till I get the book.
Yeah, that particular cover, that's the image we pulled for it.
I'm a collector. That's what I'm trying to tell you, everybody. I mean, all the bells and whistles and digitals and in all the movies and all that's all great. It doesn't do nothing for the collector. I want the books. I want the books in my hand. Stuff like that. I wasn't even expecting that. I thought I was getting some stickers.
Oh yeah, no, we got to hook you up, man. We got to give you some really good goodies, man. I mean,
the swag bag. Jimmy's got to get the swag
bag. Jimmy.
Because what we send out it's a different cover. We have a couple of hundred of the regular preview, and somehow I guess when I submitted your information, I guess my team pulled out from that book that particular cover that we're not supposed to be sending out. So you ended up getting one of those 25, and I mean, from what I hear now, I was told they were all gone already. So I guess we had one left, and you got it.
I must have got the last one, huh?
Yeah.
The main event. Jimmy's here.
So I'm so sorry, Joe and everybody and Pops, man, that I was late. I between 7:45 to 8:30, that's my time with the girl, and I can't, we're actually having dinner and we're eating, and then so I try to hurry up, man.
And remember, like I said, yesterday was his birthday, just like mine. So he didn't wake up until like 3:00 in the afternoon.
So happy birthday to both you guys. And I just want to tell you, tomorrow's my mom's birthday.
Oh, really?
Oh, happy birthday to your mom.
So I'm kind of like right in between you guys' birthday, my mom's birthday. So that's cool. Today's a good day. 24th, huh?
Wow.
I want to say next Wednesday, I turn 57.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, September 2nd.
Oh.
I turn 57.
Man,
for anybody that wants to do anything for me on my birthday, back somebody's book. Preferably Mojo, but I'm not going to say just back Mojo. Back somebody's book. Tell them you're backing it because it's my birthday. Just tell them.
And I already backed Mojo a couple weeks ago, so I'm ready. I'm ready on the train there.
So as my birthday gift to you, Pops, I'm gonna back Isadora over here.
There you go. I probably already did, but okay.
Yeah. It's already on my credit card bill.
So it's good finally to be out here again with you, Jimmy, because you know we always seem to get cut off short, or something happens where we don't get to have a full conversation.
Yeah, you know,
at the end of the day.
but it was nice being a spectator. You know, I got to watch, you know, these guys, you know, everybody, you know, up here and get to see their projects. And Isadora, I'm tired of hearing about Isadora, man.
Yeah, Jimmy's on my stream enough. He hears about it ad nauseum.
No, but I heard, you know, I heard the, you know, Peter David, and we got a couple of other, you know, talents on there that I was like, oh my God, you know, yeah, that's awesome.
Back up there.
Yeah, I was.
Scroll back down there and look at them names. I was amazed as I'm just like, man, look at all them names. I mean, right from the start,
yeah,
just like,
Jimmy, I don't know if you saw it early on, but like Pops asked like the question, you know, everyone, he's like, so if you could work with anyone, who would you work with? And Robert's like trying to think, he's like, yeah, man, you know,
he's already working here, but
work with Alan Moore, and we're like, oh, so it's the one name of the 30 you didn't drop in your Kickstarter.
It's like wow, man, it's like those kind of names.
We had a great idea for the Watchmen.
Oh.
Yeah, so I saw that and I went, you know, that's really cool because, you know, Darth is always making fun of me for name dropping. You know, I'm excited. I've gotten to work with, you know, a lot of talented people throughout my career. And I was really, you know, really excited. And I built these relationships so that now that I'm doing my own book and starting up my own thing, it's nice to pull these people over and say, hey, remember that favor you owe me? You know? And it would be nice if I had dirt on these guys. Like, hey, I'm not going to tell your wife but everybody's so nice that I hang out with. You know, I don't have any dirt on them, so I'm like, I'm hoping on their kindness. You know, just, you know, betting on that. But we are very, very fortunate. I did share the link in there, and Joe was asking me if I was going to reveal.
I'm about to do it if you want me to.
Cool. I mean, if not, I mean, I can share the link. I can share the screen if you want. I'm already on that.
Yeah, me
screen
too.
if you like.
I'm actually on it.
Oh, okay. Ooh, Pops, man. See, but like people don't know. Oh, did you click volume? You got to add volume when you click that screen. Share audio as well. So you might have to close out and then like.
In case you guys are wondering, yes, Page One Comics is monetized.
We got audio.
You had said about you didn't actually buy comics; you actually would steal them from your sister.
It's before that. That's the next video.
It went on to the next one.
It went on to the next video. Yeah.
Stupid stupid YouTube. This one.
Yeah.
See, voices. Oh, dragon voices.
I think you had the volume a little low on your computer, or is it me? I just couldn't hear the volume. How about you guys? We lost Pops. What happened? It's the Jimmy Page One show now.
All right. Well, now this is our new Mortal Chains is available on Kickstarter, guys.
Yes, the patients have taken over the asylum now.
It happens. I start messing with that share, and that's what happens.
So I was super excited. Tonight, David Finch has on Monday nights. He has a live stream where he sketches and he draws, and people can watch him. And tonight they shared the link to our page one pre-launch campaign on Indiegogo where they can get the David Finch cover of Dragon Rage. And man, I'm super excited. After he's still doing the stream, but after they shared the link, we just we took in a large number of people that signed up for it. So, for anybody out there that's watching, if you're interested, you're a fan of David Finch, or you're a fan of, World of Warcraft, Game of Thrones, any of that stuff that's fantasy based, and you're really, really interested in this stuff, I'd really highly recommend sign up now, because Indiegogo campaigns, and as you guys can up here, Kickstarter, you guys can all verify this. Indiegogos are any Kickstarter campaign, it's limited, meaning that once it's gone, it's gone. And if you missed out, if you're not up there getting, 1975, you're not getting Isadora, you missed it, it's gone. Those exclusives, are there for a limited time. Get them now. Mojo Rising, if you're not signed up for that, you're going to miss out. And Mojo Rising, I'm a little biased because I got to work on a cover for Mojo Rising, and I got a preview to the book, and oh my God, it's awesome.
And I've been messing with this book now since December. And because I'm in it, I've been very strict about them not telling me next to nothing. I have the basic apocalyptic New Orleans, the basic know who the characters are and what their deal is, but that's it.
Wow.
I don't know the story at all because I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I want to experience it in the book, in full, in my hand, just the same way you guys will, right? I'm a fan.
Yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers, not me. I was the kid who went to the very last page at the end of the book first.
You were that kid.
You want to know what the next book was about?
I read the Bible backwards. I read about Revelations and everything that's happening, guys. So I'll tell you guys how the world ends. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a bummer, though. It's like, no point in reading the beginning of the book now at this point. That's how it ends. Okay.
But so we do have our pre-launch campaign page that's up on your screen. That is for Dragon Rage. So if you are interested, I'm not sure if we've shared the link not in the chat, but this is where you can put in your email. If you put in your email, we will not send our dragon to go eat you or your house. We will keep him on a leash. But if you don't sign up, we're letting the dragon after you. No, I'm just kidding. So, you go there, you sign up, put in your information in there. We do not spam. We do not sell any of your information. So you just simply saying that I want to be first at the gate. Because, like I said, Mojo Rising, 1975 and Isadora and all these books that have campaigns, they're very, very limited. So we're going to have limited offers. So we already have hundreds and hundreds of people that have signed up for this. We have
you've been giving away stuff. I just seen 3 different videos where you gave away a physical copy, I guess, in the future after it prints or.
Well, yeah, that's me in the future. I like to start my stories at the end. This is me starting at the end of my campaigns already running over.
I see where you're giving away a PDF preview link on the 18th of June, and on May 29th you were inking your first page. It's like you've been doing videos about this book for a couple months.
Months. Yeah, and wow, that's awesome research because we started the concept for Dragon Rage live on a stream. We said what it would be cool if we did this, and then viewers have been able to watch its conception all the way through its development up till now, where we now have a celebrity artist on the cover. We have the book halfway finished. Where it's penciled, inked. It's already halfway through. We now have physical preview copies that we're giving away. Like you said, all those goodies that you've got, we give those away absolutely free for people that are interested. We have a different page that we have for that. But for the Indiegogo campaign, if you sign up now, you're going to be notified as soon as we go live, because we're going to have one particular tier where it's only going to be 25 copies of this very, very limited special edition something David Finch on there. And we already have hundreds of people. So even though we have hundreds of people signed up, when they get the notification, some are at work, some are in different time zones, you want to be there to get this the first day, because we know the first hour this one particular special tier David Finch item we're going to offer is going to be gone within a matter of minutes. We know. So that's why I'm saying, sign up now, man. It's very, very limited, and you don't want to miss out. But
I just did. I just signed up.
Awesome. Dude, we're gonna spam you. We're gonna spam you now. No, I'm just kidding. So we also do have we have another screen here that I want to show for your viewers up here, Pops and Joe, for your viewers. If you guys want.
What I did. That's what I did. I signed up for that. What, last week, 10 days ago, maybe?
Yeah. How long did it take from the time you signed up to get the stuff?
Yeah. And maybe 10 days. I don't know. That's probably long. It probably didn't take that long.
It took you longer to figure out that it's been in the mailbox. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, actually, we check the mail daily around here because there's so much stuff that hasn't got here yet. This wasn't even one of the things I was thinking about, because I was like, 8-10 days, that probably needs a few more. I ain't worried about that yet.
You just drove a stake through my heart. Oh, you weren't even thinking about us?
No, I mean, because I have like 7 things from before the last con that haven't arrived yet.
Man.
Like they're like 3 weeks late. Yours wasn't on the late list yet. That's all. Yours was still like, I'm not mad that ain't here yet. I'm mad about some of this other stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be here at the end of last month that ain't here yet.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot. Fortunately, we have a good team. I love my team. I'm very, very fortunate. We have a great moderator who moderates our show. I have a co-host that helps me, and people, behind the scenes that help me out. So when you fill out this information, it prints out the label. We get your package together. We get it ready, and we send you everything except for the.
Dragons.
I love the voice he's doing. That's awesome.
Dragons.
and so you get the free collector's button. You get the pre-launch special edition Thrago trading card. Yes, you get the button. Did you notice the button has a warning? Do not poke yourself in the face with it or in the head.
Yeah.
You see, it says page 1.
Yeah, that's the page 1 button right there. That we did it in pink, so it's unisex.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. There's the card. The card that's also a cover, correct?
Yeah, that's going to be my cover that I did. And Dave Finch is the cover that we just showed the video for.
So you want your Jimmy Reyes cover? You can get that too. It don't have to be David. It don't have to be.
Yeah, there you go.
Just saying. Always have to get the big guy. Sometimes look goddamn good.
Yeah, you can't forget the little fish over here.
It's just the way it is. It's like, I appreciate all you guys, man. Everybody that's trying to put something in my hands to read. You guys are like top notch in my world. What do you got here? Oh,
wow. This right here is not been shown anywhere, so you're the first to see this. Yeah, it's an exclusive right here. On my channel, I was just showing little snippets. This is where people get to see it as a whole for the first time and see it completed. This is the David Finch cover that Dave Finch penciled. I inked. I've worked with David professionally, where I was his inker. I got to ink him on many other things, and we did a cover for another creator-owned book that we can't talk about yet, but hopefully that'll be out later. But this is Dave and I working together, and this is my favorite Dave Finch cover of all time. Not only because, it's my creation, my favorite artist and friend doing a cover for my creation, but it is also the time that this is the first time we've ever seen Dave Finch do fantasy stuff, and I don't know how long it's been since Ascension, which was back in the late 90s. And so fans of David Finch, fans of fantasy, this is a rare opportunity. And it's the first time Dave Finch artwork has ever been offered through Indiegogo. So for those that only back, crowdfunded through Indiegogo, and if you really like fantasy and you like Dave Finch, this is the opportunity of a lifetime now, to get the Dave Finch special. It's a cover, but we're gonna have different variations of that cover, prints, different goodies and things that are gonna be really, really limited for the David Finch stuff. So That's what I'm saying, man. Get up there, get some stuff. We also have, we also have merchandise that we got a merchandise deal for this, and we're very, very fortunate that we haven't even launched the project yet, and we already have fan art that's going to go in the book. We have fans submitting a fan art. We got a merch deal for it, possibly even a 3D printed dragon or a 3D print of our character. Her name is Nuri, and that's Nuri and Jack, a little fennec fox. So I'm gonna zoom in here. So I see Pops leaning forward, and I feel bad.
Yeah, Pops is his eyes ain't as good as they used to be. I gotta lean in here and look.
Oh yeah. I'm the same way, man.
There he is. Okay, I see him now. He's on her shoulder.
Yeah, that's Jack, her little fennec fox. So it's a very, very cool story. Nuri has the unique ability to become a dragon. She can transform into a dragon. It's in a time where dragons have disappeared. They've been gone for some time.
Yeah,
so no one.
I asked you about that last time. I'll let you go ahead. I don't want to ask the same questions again.
No, feel free. I mean, this is a whole different show, so
when you say she could turn into a dragon, of course, right away the first thing enters my mind is she the only one?
Oh, good question, man. We can't spoil that one for you. No spoilers for Mojo, no spoilers for Dragon Rage.
That was the first thing, because I'm pretty sure that was the first question I asked you last time we talked about her too. Is she the only one? Because right away I want to know if we're gonna have dragon battles and stuff. I mean, I'm all the way out there when it comes to my dragons. I'm trying to see your story.
Yeah,
based on one picture.
in issue number 1, there are several dragons. I can say that there are several dragons. So it's very, very. I loved working with David Philpott, who's my writer, co-creator of Dragon Rage, and I could dream up all this stuff. And I said, "Hey, man, I got this idea. What if we do this, do that?" He put it all together and made it into a story and added life to these characters, and it became something, and now it's like I said, halfway through. Now it's watching this world evolve. I'm sure, like Robert and Will, I don't know but for you guys, if you at first, I mean, it's fun watching it grow, almost like watching your child grow up and become their own person, and watching your creation become
taking on a life of its own.
Taking on a life of its own, yeah. So I'm super excited about it, and but so in Dragon Rage, yeah, it's a fantasy story. It does have, if you like knights, if you like dragons, it's a coming of age story. It is the story of a young woman who is, she's an orphan. She doesn't know who her family is in the past, and I'm a big fan of Star Wars. I love that the whole thing George Lucas was doing with Luke Skywalker. And so, I've always said, if I had my hands on Star Wars, this is the way I would have done it. So I thought, why not, make my own creation, my own story, where I can take my character and you go through the journey with her, and you get to see how, she would develop the way that, that I would do it. And so, I throw in a lot of extra little things in there. Not only is there stuff in there for guys like, these big bad dragons and guys and knights and people fighting and all these battles, but there's a fennec fox, super cute, cuddly little guy in there.
Or as I would call them, dragon snacks.
Yeah.
Robert, you got any questions for Jimmy about this?
I'm just taking it in. I love this cover. I think Jimmy, you did some incredible work on those inks. It's a beautiful piece, and it really sets the stage, sets the table for what's to come. It makes me want the book. It makes me want to read more. I'm on board with that free stuff too. That's really the enticing.
Yeah, we're absolutely excited to give that stuff away. We pay for shipping. There isn't any cost to you. The only thing we ask is that right now the free gifts are only for U.S. addresses only, because of the way that things are being very very expensive, and with what's currently going on with the pandemic and stuff. But this is an interior page, so this is what the work looks like inside. So not only are you going to get like a super fantastic cover, but the interior has very, very consistent. Oh, man.
And they ship right too, just so you know. They ship right too.
Yeah, I mean those covers. Yeah,
Pops will open up that box later and start crying because he accidentally bent the book.
No, the book's on the desk, man. The book's on the desk. That was the container that it came in. I wanted to show that page one understands shipping when it comes to collective comics. They send it in a mailer that protects the book. That was what that was all about.
I'm actually going to job out now. The flight all day today coming back from Myrtle Beach has finally hit me. So we're going to take an early night.
It was nice talking to you, my friend. And
Thank you.
we will keep pushing the book. We'll do our best to get you out there, bro.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Appreciate it much. Thank you, everyone. I will talk to you later.
Have a good night, Darth.
Have a great night.
So this is another page inside of Dragon Rage, so that you know people can see that it's consistent art style and work that goes into it. You know, I try to outdo myself with every page that I do. You know, so that this is one page, and the following page is going to be even better than this page. You know, I putting in everything because this is my own creation. You know, when people hire me to do freelance work, you know, I put my best. You know, I'm consistent, but when it's my own and there's a lot more writing on the line and a lot more passion behind it, you know, I want to make it the best that I can do. And so I'm trying to consistently outdo myself with every page. And one of the reasons we got Dave Finch to do the cover, not only because, you know, I mean, he's a friend of mine, but at the same time is because I have a very, very similar style. So I felt that, you know, people love Dave Finch work. They're going to appreciate my art style. It's in that same wheelhouse. You know, it's not exactly Dave Finch because no one's exactly Dave Finch, you know, but you can obviously see the influences. So I think, you know, people are going to like it.
Dude, I love it. I mean, I love it so much I don't want to rip it open. I want to look at that thing, but I don't want to touch it. You see, collector's life is hard, man. Life is hard.
And did your box come in a bubble wrap as well? Your comic?
The kids took the bubble wrap right away and destroyed it.
Yeah, the fun is popping those bubble wraps.
Oh man, and right over there on the other side of the room, he's over there popping it. Right over there. And I'm in here trying to talk to my mom on the phone and tell her happy birthday and stuff. And he's over there, smack, 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 smack. Isaac, take that upstairs.
Or I'm going to feed you one of the dogs.
Yeah, he's just, you know, they all love playing with the bubble wrap. You know, it's the first thing that comes out of the box. I don't even get the books out. They're pulling the bubble wrap. There it goes.
So Jimmy, can I ask you, like, how long ago did you actually start this campaign in the public eye? I mean, I know you're in a pre-launch state right now, right?
Yes.
I mean, how long have you been running and the pre side of things and building up to launch? And
well, I want to say that video that Pops was looking at is when we first started the concept with it. I believe the website and the pre-launch went up about a month ago. It's all fairly new. So what we're doing is we are, I work every day on something, you know, for Page One Comics. You know, I do something Dragon Rage every day, whether it's setting up, you know, marketing deals or licensing deals, or I'm, you know, building, doing artwork. So I'm spread pretty thin. I mean, it's a full-time gig for me doing this, and I'm very, very fortunate that I'm in a position where I can do that right now. And I know that's not possible for everybody. You know, it's I mean, some people are doing their campaigns while they're working a full-time job, or sometimes more than that, you know. But for us, what we want to do here at Page One Comics is we're really pushing this campaign, as hard as we can in the pre-launch phase before the actual campaign. So when we get to the campaign portion of it, we're going to push even harder. You know, this is, you know, that beginning phase building up to that. But with Page One Comics, what we're doing is both myself and my co-founder, who started Page One Comics with me, he and I are not going to profit off anything. What we want to do is, we're both very grateful that even through this pandemic, we are still able, financially still able to, maintain our life, the things, and be able to do the comic we like. So what we're going to do with Page One Comics, when that campaign is funded, we're going to take all that money, we're going to invest it back into Page One. What we're going to do with Page One is that we want to bring on more talent. We want to work with more talent. So we have 4 IPs that we've registered already. So we've got 4 in the works, and we need 2 writers, and we're going to need 2 art teams for these others. So we're going to take that money, and depending on how successful the campaign is, if it's successful, large enough that it can pay for the next book of Dragon Rage, then we're going to do that. And anything extra, then we're going to hire another art team to bring them on. And what we want to do is we're trying to stimulate the industry. We want to, in a time right now where major companies aren't hiring new people. I mean, if, like, for myself, I've freelanced for some of these bigger names, but even I'm not in their pool right now. You've got to be under like contract or something. So for new people, and it leaves a lot of talent just, floating around, man. And, and it shouldn't be that way. There's so many, wonderfully created and talented people out there. So we're hoping to be able to give them work, through this and bring them on. And we've already done that with our second book. We have a book called Veil of Night that's going to launch right after Dragon Rage. We have that campaign, and we got a extremely talented art team on that book. So that's what we're doing, is we're going to roll the money back in, and hopefully and I hope that people will back us, for that reason, that hey, we want to support this company that they're not just like capitalists. They're not just coming in and trying to market the heck out of Dragon Rage to squeeze out every penny. I mean, in a way, yeah, we are marketing it really hard, but we're not trying to gain from that profit. We're marketing it so hard because
I talked about Mojo for months, since December. I've been talking about Mojo. We just launched it. We're only halfway through the campaign. Months I talked about that book. There's no way to say how much it means to be out there and be seen and to build that anticipation. Building the anticipation will get you half your backers. Half that first day push is just from the people that have been waiting.
Wow.
I mean, people have been waiting. When you gonna launch? When you gonna launch? When you gonna launch? Okay, we launched it. Boom. We funded in 48 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, it was like there was a lot of anticipation built up for it. I'm totally down with previews, with talking about it and making it known to people, so that when you do come out and say, yo, we're launching on Tuesday, everybody's going Tuesday. I mean, they're on it on Tuesday. They're hitting it.
Yeah, I've heard some people say
we were amazed what happened with Mojo.
Wow.
I mean, even with all the work, and as confident as I was that this was going to be big, it was going to sell, I still didn't see no funding inside of an hour. Okay, that was like, huh? No way. It's like, so yeah, preview it, talk about it. Don't be afraid to push it before it ever comes out. I mean, build anticipation. What is it? Heinz ketchup? They'll tell you.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror and anticipation.
I have been watching and following others that have gone through and done campaigns through Indiegogo and modeling after what they've done and taking note. I've also, modeled after like Todd McFarlane and Ethan Van Sciver and a bunch of others that are out there that have got very, very successful campaigns out there. I mean, Dan Fraga's got a really great one. So, whenever they speak about what they've done to get to that point, I listen, I take notes, and so that way, I'm going to, try to make as little mistakes as possible, but you're never going to get it right the first time going out. There's always going to be something that you're going to take away from it and could say I could have done different, and hopefully I've learned from it.
Right. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't be afraid to go out there early and often and get people noticing it and make the name one that registers with them. Dragon Rage, How many other dragon books are there? Okay, you want them to know about Dragon Rage, and if you're not out there talking about Dragon Rage, they're looking at something else.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Short attention spans. I agree. I mean, I'm the same way too. Where if I'm not, if I'm not actively, something's in my face, then I do forget about it, and that does happen to me as well. I do have a trailer we can show very quickly if you like. It's a really short trailer. It's the promo for Dragon Rage. To give everybody a good idea.
Sonic says yes.
We got Sonic approval. All right.
Mario's approval too, man. Just show it.
Cool. Let me.
Kids always be leaving their toys down here at my desk.
Hey, it's me, I'm Mario. Show the trailer.
I forgot to click share screen. I mean, share audio. Sorry about that, Joe.
Oh,
there we
Look,
go.
he did a pops.
Did you call me Joe, man?
Oh, I thought Joe isn't Joe running the thing?
Joe is Comics Cast.
Oh, okay. I thought Joe was like right now doing behind the scenes thing. No. Oh, he did that last show when I was on with him.
I think we had Phil on behind the scenes last time.
Oh,
Phil,
yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, because they're creepers. They've done that to me a few times. I've been on their shows, and they're there's another one behind in the green room running everything. So this is the trailer. I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you guys. It's a real quick intro. It just kind of gives you an idea of what Dragon Rage is. So here we go. Let me turn up my volume real quick. Well, hello. Thank you for your interest in Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage is the action-packed fantasy 22-page comic book that will feature cover art by superstar comic book artist David Finch. We need the help of backers in order to get the book colored and printed. The artwork for Dragon Rage will be completed prior to launching our Indiegogo campaign. So don't hesitate in joining that mailing list so that you don't miss any of the limited offers. Well, enough talk. Let's take a look and see what the artwork to Dragon Rage looks like. Can you control the rage? Yuri grew up an orphan and a servant to the kingdom of Blackcliff. Not long ago, she discovered a terrifying truth hidden from her all her life. Nuri was born of dragons, and sometimes she becomes one. She is now a reluctant weapon protecting her people and defending the kingdom. But when a dangerous adversary reveals secrets about her past, Nuri learns Blackcliff's greatest threat may be herself.
Herself? Nice. I like it.
Cool.
Other one, I'm gonna have to freaking figure out how I'm gonna freaking buy.
Yeah. So like when you're giving like the preview or the pitch, you have the attention of 20 seconds. You gotta catch your audience right away and kind of just like, this is what it is. So I try to make that video as short as I could, editing it down. And so I've been doing a lot of little snippets, a lot of little teasers on YouTube where little videos like that, like the last one we saw where it was the Dave Finch cover. And we just try to give, little updates. It's basically what you would have seen on television called TV spots, right, where, like a little 30-second spot. Yeah. Just to let you know the movie's coming out, and keep people excited about it, like you said. And so that's what we're doing when we run live streams, every Saturday. We invite others out to come hang out with us.
Look what I did.
Oh, all right.
See,
I don't want to miss no free shit. Come on.
Oh. Well, I hope you signed up too for the free one as well. That's a different link for the free stuff. I put it in the. Oh, I didn't put it in the private chat. Let me give you all that. The free one is a different link. I'll put that in there for you guys. Maybe if you guys want to share out to viewers as well. I thought we shared that one.
Whoops.
I don't know. I have so many links open now. I'm afraid to touch anything.
He apparently touched the wrong link.
Where did he go? I didn't do that. Jimmy did that to himself.
Jimmy unlinks himself. There. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hey, deja vu. Are we getting started finally? Because I've been backstage this whole time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So I type in the address in that tab window and I go, oh my God, that was the StreamYard. I was like, oh man. So yeah. So
then it's like, don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing.
I can't make fun of Pops, man. I don't have a throne.
Not anymore.
Stone to throw, no. So I shared it in the private chat if you want to share it with your viewers, and they can click on that. And anyone as long as you have a U.S. address, we'll send you out some free goodies. Get the and the collector's card comes in that protective sleeve as well. I don't know if you have it there with you, Pops, but
yes,
it comes in.
If you guys go to this link right here that I just popped in the chat, you score one of these beautiful cards that is also a cover of the book. You get the collector pin. Come on, focus. The collector pin. I like that. Page 1. Dragons. You always get dragons.
Yeah, that one's a die cut sticker. And if you can, I don't know if you feel the quality of that sticker. It's like really thick.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
and then of course, you might not get this particular cover, but a preview.
Yeah, honestly, you shouldn't have gotten that cover. That's the one that we pulled, but
you may not get this particular cover, but you.
yeah, it'll be a different cover if
he shouldn't have gotten that cover. And
there's
only 25 of these, and 2 of them were on the show.
Man, that's probably my second most rare book now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have number 13 of 13 of the John Boyer Myers Black Metal Lady Death. I have number 13 of 13 of that book, but I think the 25 print run on this cover might be number 2 most rare book I have. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, the preview has got a cover that I did. That's a cover by a different artist. And the reason that we pulled it, if people are wondering, like, why did they pull that cover? It's because of the image. Our main character, Nuri, she transforms into a dragon. She doesn't have these wings on her back. She isn't like half dragon. So I like the image so much. I like what the artist did. But then I thought, branding is really important to me, and how I present my character is really, really important. So I don't want to introduce the character like this with wings on her back. So you don't.
Let me jump in here. Have you done any transformation panels?
I've done, transformation panels.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was going to say, if the wings pop first, that works.
Oh, yeah. I did a sequence, and it was in that video preview where she's actually, in stages transforming. So I
came first, huh?
Yeah, the claw came first. Yeah, and so I don't want people to get confused. And then what happened was, when we released the image of that cover, I got in a bunch of fan art, and it all has Nuri with wings on her back, and I'm like, no, this isn't the image of the character. And people just kept drawing that and sending that in. And so I made an announcement on my channel that we are going to pull that image. That's not the way Nuri looks. But this is the cover that you should have gotten, the one that's there on the screen that has Nuri with the sword and the dragon behind her. That's the preview comic that we've replaced. And not, yeah.
You can send me one of that one too.
Well, the preview books are almost gone. So the preview book, we actually, those we give away. If you're watching our stream, we pick a random person watching our stream and we give those away. But all the goodies down at the bottom, you get them in those brown envelopes that are up top. And this is what the webpage looks like, where you go in and you simply fill in your information. So with this information, we don't store it. You're not joining a mailing list or for anything. So you're not even joining the page 1 mailing list. This is just simply, we want to give you a gift. And so if you want to join the Dragon Rage mailing list, you have to click the link that's up top that actually says for the Dragon Rage campaign. So you click that, and then that'll put you on a mailing list. Yeah. So this one, only information that we keep is who we sent the gift to and what we sent. just so that we're not sending out, somebody's not clicking on it 5 times, getting the same gift. The system will kick it back. It'll give it back. It give us an alert. And so right away, I mean, this just goes into our system. Your label's printed. We get your package together. We get that all together and we send them all out within the week. So they're sent out very quickly. I mean, like you said, you got yours.
It got here right away. Like you said, nothing else was getting here, but they got here.
Yeah, and it's a good test run for us since we're gonna have to mail out much more. And so we might as well just get used to it now. How we're gonna run our system.
That's something I didn't even think about. But for you people that haven't done this before, that's something you can consider. It'll give you a little idea what the shipping, what the fulfillment, the other end of it is going to be like.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure and just, surpassing the goal that you have up there? Wait till fulfillment day.
Yes. Yes.
I've heard fulfillment day people spend about 2-3 days just fulfilling. Just packaging. I don't know if that includes going and shipping stuff, but they'll spend about 2-3 days putting stuff together. And that's
just
I know Christy will tell me every day, she packages up this many and she's off to the post office, and it's like I think she got them all got them all out yesterday was the last shipment.
Wow. I mean if this is any precursor or indication what to expect, my average bill for this, and I pay out of pocket because I want to give the gifts. I pay about $100 a week in shipping to give out these free gifts, and so I mean I'm investing a lot of money, into this. So I don't expect people to spend their hard money and invest in something that I haven't already, that I'm not investing in, so it isn't like just give me your money and build this. I'm investing in it as well.
Yeah, well, that's obvious. You're giving away free gifts that you're paying shipping out of pocket. It's like nobody has back. You haven't collected any money on the campaign yet to pay for any of this. This is all you, and that shows to the fan that you're dedicated to getting me a good product after the fact, not just the free gift and everything. But that's kind of like showing me right away that you're serious about this. And if you can fulfill the free gift, pretty sure you could probably the book too. Pretty sure you're going to have no issue with this, And I'm not a rookie by any means, but still, it's like I said, this is good for anybody else. If they have a little extra scratch to prepare themselves for what's coming.
Well, our creative team are professionals. We've all worked in the industry. Our colorist is Andrew Dahlhaus, who has colored for DC Comics. He's colored Bloodshot for Valiant. Yeah, for everybody. He's pretty well known. He's done some Comicsgate stuff too. So he's been in the crowdfunded. Yeah, so everybody that we've all have experience working. So we're going to finish the project. We know how to complete a project, how to put a book together. And so this here was just kind of giving us an idea, how to package stuff, how to get stuff safely there, how to make sure everything arrives in a collectible state, where we know that you want it to be a collectible. You don't want it to be, even if you're just going to flip through it, put it in your back pocket, you want to be the guy to put it in your back pocket, not the postman, or.
Right. And actually, I mean, obviously everybody knows everything I have, goes in a bag of board right away. They all, even when the kids are reading them, they get treated with the utmost respect because it is a collector family. We have all kinds of stuff that we collect. My son is big on the Star Wars. He's got a wall over there that's covered with action figures. A whole wall covered with action figures. It's like, we all have our thing that we're into in this house. And collectible condition is key. I don't care what anybody says. Fulfillment is key. We won't buy from you again if we get a bent up piece. I'm just saying, we won't buy from you again. You got over on us once. But
I hate when people are too cheap to package and ship the proper way.
Right. And that's make or break on whether or not you're ever going to really be successful in this business, is how they get to us.
Yeah, fortunately for us, I mean, I'm very grateful that we're not trying to profit off this. Not yet. I mean, eventually, we want to be you want to be a company, you want to make profit, but for this, we're investing everything back in because, like you said, I mean, right away, how you fulfill, and it sounds like Will and Robert and everyone here is very experienced with it. So how you fulfill, like you said, Pops, if we fulfill and they receive everything in a good quality, then there's a chance that they're going to come back.
Yeah, they're looking at you next time you put a book up. They're looking at you. They're going, "Oh,
yeah,
last one was pretty good. Came in pretty good condition. Didn't take all year. Yeah. Oh, I'm down. Jimmy's back. Pete.
And we're finishing the book.
That's how we as fans look at it. You came through. Oh, you got my money now. How many times you seen the mail? Whoop. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill. People throw it. Take my money, right? That's how you get people to say, take my money.
Yeah.
Being that guy.
We also want people to know, our backers know, that we're not going anywhere. We're accessible. On our website, we have everybody who's part of page one. We have their emails. So you click their names or you can just fill out the form. We have this website up here so that people know that we're not just going to go and take, you're going to back something and then we're just going to vanish and disappear. That's not us. We're legitimate. We're here. And we have a live stream. You can interact with us on Saturdays. We have open streams. That's how you found us, Pops, and Joe found me one time. And we like talking to our fans. So we're going to put our best work in our products because we're going to then our fans be somewhat face to face. You're in a live stream, so we're not just going to put out stuff out there that we think, well, we want this to appeal to the LGBT community. We want this to appeal to age group 40 to 60. This one appeal to the male demographic of 18 and 32, and really just we're going to put out stories that we like and that our readers like, our backers like. So we're there. You can give us feedback. You can say, hey, I like this that was going on in Dragon Rage, or I don't like that. We pay attention. We're listening.
Well, I know I've been out here for almost 3 hours. I do want to like kind of maybe wind this down, but make sure everybody gets a replay. Okay, I want to talk about Robert's book again, Space 1975. I want to make sure that we all get another little plug on the way out the window. Because
wow.
I'm kind of hungry, guys. Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of hungry. So
look, not for nothing. Ever since we looked at Darth's trailer there and I saw the hot dog stand, I've been friggin' hungry.
I ain't gonna lie, it's probably about when I started too. That and the fact that I could smell the food upstairs and I'm downstairs. So I got leftovers, but I'm gonna go eat.
I shouldn't tell you, that's why I was late. We drove through and got nachos. So
well, that's cool.
Oh
man, that reminds me. Ooh, that my son's soon-to-be wife made some habanero mango salsa. Oh man, I'm loving it, dude. I posted about it yesterday.
Yeah, he loves it going down. He's not gonna like it when it comes out.
Oh, I got no problem.
And neither will anybody else.
I lived in
Earth going in.
years, man. Ain't nothing that hot. My body's all used to all that Mexicano. That's 35 years in Phoenix. You pretty much get used to all that. Danny, I sleep from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. You'll notice those are the hours I'm not out here. But I'm promoting about all day from the time I get up until the time I go to bed. That's what we do. Huh?
That's dedication, man.
Well, it's fun. For me, it's fun. It's not a job. I consider you guys my friends. Nobody's paying me to do this. No, it's like as soon as it becomes a job, might not be so fun. Right now it's fun. So as long as I'm enjoying myself, y'all take advantage of that.
Well, I don't see how it couldn't be fun. I mean, you're already putting in more hours than you would, with an actual job. So it sounds like when it becomes a job, it's gonna be the same thing, but with revenue. So
if it ever becomes something that people are paying me to do, I'll just do it that much harder. That's
Yeah.
that's the kind of work ethic I have and that my son has. It's like, oh, you want to give me more? Okay, I'll give you more. And that's just, how it is. So, hey, just throw it out there.
I just realized you have a curtain back there that's got a bunch of buttons on it.
Yes, and you know where yours is going, right?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, hey, I wonder if he's going to.
There's one up there. It came with one of them Polito Kickstarters. It's the glow-in-the-dark Lady Death.
Oh, wow.
Every night when I shut the lights off, that's the only light in the room. That little pin, that little glow-in-the-dark pin lights up, man, as soon as I turn off.
I didn't even know they had that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was, I want to say, was it the Infamy? I think it might have been what was it called? Blasphemy Anthem. The Blasphemy Anthem Kickstarter, I think that one came with.
Oh.
But he throws in all the goodies too, it's when you got the money to offer those kind of rewards, you're obviously going to get people to buy your book. The books are good too. The artist, everything that he throws out there, it's pretty good. And I do have an announcement to make when it comes to Mr. Polito's crowd. I'm not sure who, but the Sworn Nation will put the nail in the coffin in CromCon 6, just like they did in CromCon 1.
Wow.
I don't know who Bill's bringing out, but he told me the Sworn Nation will be putting the nail in the coffin in CromCon 6. So I'm like, here we go again. That's how it started, with Polito putting the nail in the coffin of my first con. And now we're hopefully is Brian gonna come out and do it again? He's fun. He was a fun interview. Again, Robert.
Yeah.
Space 1975.
You got it.
Okay, we got. Let's see. You got 1 million awesome people working on it,
including comic superstars Peter David and Mike Barrett.
He's got everybody. My buddy Mike, that I talk to all the time, is in on it. The Florida Man, the Badger, the Nexus, the Man. He's all over the place. Yeah,
he is. I just ordered a Nexus action figure the other day. They got Nexus and Badger action figures.
Yeah, well, I ordered the novel.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah,
one of the things that I've been waiting for. Okay. And Mike knows it's not his fault. It's the mail, but that's one of those things that should have been here a long freaking time ago.
I interviewed him the other day, and he said that they're creating new Nexus comics. He and Steve Rude are reuniting for Dark Horse, and they're doing a new series. I was
He's got all kinds of stuff going on, man, and I'm in it. I know things. Okay, so we're at 145 backers on Space 1975.
Yep.
You got $2,924 of a $5,000 goal, which means we still got a little bit. We got some work to do, people. Madness. Check this one out. If you got some nostalgic Battlestar Galactica blood in you, some of that old school, Last Starfighter vibe, there you go. That's your book. And you said it's a lot of different books. It's a lot of different stories. It's an anthology. So, if you liked that 70s sci-fi feel, this is your book, man. Check it out. 7 days to go. We're gonna push it like the best we can to the end.
Well, I understand it's not comics, but it's comics related, and the stories are going to be short, punchy, and fun and exciting. I guarantee it. It's going to be a real kick.
Fun is good. Fun is good. Now consider the graphic novel version. Just saying.
I was thinking of that while I was talking to you earlier. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
When you said it's
great artists hanging around with nothing to do.
What you just said it's not a comic book. What is it?
It's fiction anthology. So it's a collection of short stories.
Oh, okay. More, yeah, like the format's short. Oh, that's pretty awesome.
And,
Wow.
and none of them will be longer than 5,000 words. So we're keeping them punchy. We're keeping them fun. And if we reach one of our stretch goals, then we're going to have illustrations by our cover artist. He's going to do an illustration for every story. So there'll be artwork throughout the book. And
So, if you want to see some art, back the book, get the stretch goal, get to some stretch goals, and we'll see some art to go with it. But you can see the wheels turning in the man's head right now, right?
Yeah.
He's thinking. Well, I need to get with an artist and maybe do a little more with it. I can see.
So it's the written words, written stories, and anthologies. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention our rewards too. You were talking about buttons. We have have a nice day, have a nice space 1975 smiley face button as one of our rewards. So that will put on your curtain. And we also have a pet disco ball that's going to be one of our rewards as well, in addition to a trade paperback copy of the book. So we have paperback copy, an ebook edition, a hardback edition. You can get your name. You can be added as a character to one of the stories in a speaking role. And that's one of the rewards as well. And we're going to have a digital crate of memorabilia. So things that you can't find anywhere else that are coming from all the authors who are involved with the set, including Peter David, Mike Barron, and these other guys. And that's going to be really cool too. You know, stories, artwork, photos, just different odds and ends that you can't get anywhere else. You certainly can't get them all together in one place like here. So
now I just want to let you know, Danny here that's in the comments, Danny works for the Collective down in Florida. And they're trying to get indie books and such on the shelves. So when you decide to go a little more artsy with this, that's your guy right there. You put it on the shelf right away.
Okay.
Seriously, what we had going on earlier, what we were talking about with Mike Wheeler with indiecrowdfund.com.
Yeah.
If you saw that,
I did.
Look, check it out. I'm serious. If we're gonna ever really make a statement in indie comics, it's walking into the LCS and being able to get the indie comics you want. Mm-hmm. There's no larger statement than that, and that's the goal.
You know, I think that's great. You're filling in a missing link in that system.
Well, it's always been Diamond has always made that very hard thing for the LCS to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now the DC's falling, Marvel's turning turning titles into digital. DC's pulling titles. That makes empty store shelf spots. Now's the time. Now is you guys' time. And that's why we're trying to do this with retailers as well as still the basic crowdfunding platform. We're not taking that away. We're just trying to get the retailers to come look at what you got.
Because, I mean, for Diamond, I mean, if Marvel's gone, DC's gone, I mean, that leaves the independents. You know, that they're going to have to do business with more independents and treat them, you know, a little nicer.
If you look closely at the site, if you go look at everything they're offering with fulfillment and everything, you can almost just write it and draw it and sit back and let them do everything else. You know, they'll supply your printer, they'll supply your metal cover guy, they'll supply, you know, the Geminis at a discount that you can't get.
Wow.
That you can't get. Cheaper than you can get anywhere else. You know, and that's what he was saying about how the money that they were offering him to bring customers, he was like, no, turn that into a discount for our people. Just turn that money in, give me a better deal. Keep that money, give me a better deal for my people. That's what he's doing for you guys. He's trying to make this cheap, but the biggest reach that you've ever had.
It's kind of like having a campaign manager or something. Is that kind of what they're kind of lean towards?
A new crowdfunding platform, bro.
Oh, a whole platform. I mean, instead of going, you don't have to go Indiegogo and them. You do.
But also,
it would put your book in multiple shops that want indie books.
We have 15 retailers that have registered already. Out of the 60 we've talked to, 3 said no. 3.
Wow.
And he's trying to push for 50 before
We're
launch.
trying to put your books on the shelves, dude.
Yeah.
We're trying, and this is like completely confidential for you as a creator. You get to go in here and say, okay, I'm going to make 50 books at 50% discount. And if the retailers want to come get 50 books from me, I'll give them a 50% discount. But you don't have to tell nobody that. You see, you don't have to tell nobody that. It's just between you and the retailers that look at your book.
Wow.
Which is how a normal store works.
They won't be able to go around you and go to the store and just go buy it because they know what stores you're selling it at. That's your business. You see what I'm saying? Now the store's going to put it on the shelves, and the lucky people that walk in are going to go, right on, there's Jimmy's book. You see, but no, nobody's going to be able to go around you like that. If they're like me, I live in the boonies. It's highly unlikely I'm going to get everybody to put their books in my LCS. I'm still going to need that crowdfunding platform for some of the stuff, because not all the retailers are going to want everybody's books that I want. Not everybody's going to want to deal with retailers. It's still your ball. It's still your game. We're just adding a whole bunch of stuff to it.
Do they have a launch date when they're launching this?
Monday?
It's launching Monday?
Yes.
Wow. So this is already, near completion, already good.
If you go look at the webpage, you can see everything. What they're offering fulfillment, what they're offering as if you're a retailer, and of course you have to actually be a retailer. They know, they used to own a comic store. They're not just like letting anybody act like they're a retailer to get 50 copies of your book. No, you have to register as a retailer with the website.
This is the Wheelers, right?
Yeah.
The Wheelers.
And I'm their face, man. That's what it is. It's like, they got all kinds of stuff going on.
Pops is their Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
If you go look,
you're the hype man.
I'm at the bottom of it. My Pops approves. My Pops approves graphic is at the bottom of their website.
You should say their percentage is lower too than Indiegogo. Did you say 3% or something?
3%, and the best thing is once this thing is rolling and they've made back what they put in it, 1%.
Oh, wow.
They're not even trying to get you guys. They're trying to get you guys out there. They're not trying to get in your wallets. They're offering you everything at the best price you can get. Mailers, they're trying to get you the best crowdfunding site that you could possibly be involved with. That's what we're trying to provide. We're not trying to, we're not even trying to compete with those guys. We don't think they'll be able to compete with us once people realize what we're offering. And I say we because, I'm the hype guy. No, I'm not an owner. No, I don't have any money in it, but I'm going to push this thing to the end, man, because it's what you guys need. It's what I need to get you guys books down the road here, so I don't have to pay $10 every time I want one just to get it shipped to me. Okay, this is for me too. I need you guys books in my comic shop down the road. This benefits me. This benefits the creators. It benefits the retailers who suddenly don't have the stock that they're used to having. It benefits everybody. This is the time for indiecrowdfund.com. Okay, I made my pitch. Better, cheaper, no gatekeeper. Bringing the retailers to you.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, I made up that slogan too. That's all me.
Wait, there's more.
No.
Yeah, there is. There really is when you get down to it. I haven't even had a chance to look at the whole website, but everything I've looked at is like, if you just go look at the FAQs, you'll see that everybody is asking all the right questions and the answers are being provided. If you have questions outside of that, hit me up, hit Mike up. You know, I mean, they're doing this right, man. The only thing that could possibly not be right is how fast we have to do it. But now's the time. We don't have 6 months to talk about it. Now's the time. When DC's fumbling on their titles, when Marvel's putting titles into digital, now's time to unite to give the retailers actually have a reason to come talk to you.
They were called Indie something, right? It was Indie Crowdfund, you said?
IndieCrowdfund.com.
There's so much amazing quality work out there coming out of the crowdfunding world. Like Jimmy's book. I mean, that's top quality work. You know, getting that into stores, that would be a real achievement at an affordable price. I think that's a great idea, and it's a great looking project.
Well, it's like I said, the timing of this, it was, everything fell into place. Do you guys remember the day they took all them titles down off of Indiegogo, the Mindy Wheeler cover, the Vampirella cover? They pulled Billy's book down. They pulled a bunch of books down for like a couple hours, and we all thought it was something that had to do with political crap and Mindy. And so right away we were all going, man, we need to do something else. We cannot have gatekeepers. We can't have people telling us what we can sell, when we can sell it, who we can sell it to, what we're allowed to put on it, who, you know, what flag we're flying. We got to get rid of all that gatekeeper crap and just make a crowdfunding program or a crowdfunding site that caters to everybody and doesn't pick and choose or threaten to pull your book down because they don't like who you had as a campaign guy. Doesn't even have nothing to do with your book. The guy who ran your campaign. Oh, we're gonna ban you because of the guy who ran your campaign, Florida man. Okay, we don't have none of that. We're not gonna play that game. It's all about don't put your book on our site if you have a problem with other people that might put their book on our site. If you're the one with the problem, you're the one with the problem. Everybody else is going to be putting their books on our site and getting their books in the shelves, in the stores, on the shelves, because politics does not enter into this. And when the sooner people realize all that crap is just getting in the way of y'all making money, you know, I mean, really, it just gets in the way. You know, come out to indiecrowdfund.com. Put your books out there. Let the retailers take a look and see. Look, the people whose books are good are going to sell books. That's the bottom line. The people whose books are good that go in the stores and they go off the shelves and the retailer says, I need 50 more or I need 20 more or whatever. Those books that are selling, that's all that's going to matter. The books that sell. And this is going to filter out, sadly to say, it's going to filter out the people that don't sell. You know, when you what you were saying earlier, Jimmy, about trying to fit into a small niche, you're going to be stuck in that small niche. Everybody else is going to be selling 20, 30, 50 copies a month at the LCS. You know, don't stick yourself in that niche. That's what I'm saying. Cater to everybody. We do. We will. Bring us what you got. If it's good, it'll sell. That's the bottom line.
It sounds progressive for crowdfunding. You know, it's a different, you know, it's like it's moving forward. But I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a few people that are going to sit back and kind of wait to see what happens with it.
I already know a couple of names that are signing their books up. People you're all familiar with. I'm not going to say anything till Monday because that's part of the big news. But yeah, there's some names. There's some names that are dropping their books.
Monday.
You know, I was kind of impressed with some of the names that he told me are on board. So, you know, buckle up, guys. It's going to be a whole. I wouldn't be this excited if I didn't have, if I didn't have the 60 out of 63 retailers showed interest. I wouldn't be this excited if we didn't know about certain people who are going to be dropping their books on our page right away. I wouldn't be excited. I wouldn't be this excited if I didn't have something to be excited about. Y'all need to get excited.
I mean, it sounds good. I mean, it sounds like a great deal, you know.
Dude,
So I'm
impressed with what they put together in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what, you know, I didn't realize Monday they were going live.
Yeah, he just told me that today. He's playing next week. I was like, what?
Wow.
that means it might be a Monday Madness exclusive. You never know. Also,
they're going to pump you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also got to throw out a little shout out to my guest next week on Monday Madness. We will have the ambassador to the Sworn Nation, Bob Chronister, and who knows who else might show up. It could be a sworn pre-show and a sworn ending. You never know. Jimmy, give us one more shot about Dragon Rage.
Yeah, absolutely. Dragon Rage has dragons. Enough said. No, I'm just kidding. You know, yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's a fun story. It's actually a story about the character's name is Nuri. It's a sexy, action-packed. You know, it's fun. Good story. Great, fantastic artwork. I'm super excited about working with David Philpott and David Finch. Dave Finch, you know, the great artist doing the cover. Dave Philpott, just a fantastic writer. One of my favorite writers right now, and I love the fact that he's doing, you know, Dragon Rage. So, man, if you guys want fantasy done in a way that you've not seen it done before, you know, with fantastic artwork, with people who love the craft, people who love fantasy, you know, you get to see this from them. It's not just a company just putting out, you know, a comic book of your favorite, you know, role-playing game and about people who don't even know the role-playing game. This is people who know fantasy and love it, you know. So I really hope you guys do support this and that we want to give back to the indie community. So if we can get Page One Comics out there, you know, supporting, you know, creators and putting out more indie products, then we got guys like the Wheelers giving us a platform for people to distribute those things. I mean, imagine the future of comics if we have more of that.
What I'm saying, they've already got Comics Wellspring on board. They've already got
oh wow,
Comics on board. Gemini's already on board with a great discount on your shippers. You know, it's like they thought about everything. We talked about it, okay, and we talked about it with different creators. What would you want in a site? We talked to retailers. What would get you to come look? Okay, we did this for a little bit, and then it was like, okay, it's going to work. And they went right to work on the website. It was like the response from everybody. Like I said, that whole FAQ section on the webpage, that's all actual questions, and people threw at them right away. You know, what about this? 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 And they answered every one of them questions because we had talked about it. What are we going to do? How can we make it better than what they have now? How can we serve them better?
We've got
what we came up with.
I'd like to get them on my stream. I'd like to give them, you know, more exposure as well, you know, to be able to have them, you know, with my viewers. I think they would get really excited about what they're doing over there. I mean, and of course, you know, everyone, you guys are all welcome. I have an open stream, and anytime you guys want to come over to my, to get more exposure, you know, be Comic Cast and do more. We share guests. I've sent people out to Comic Cast and they bring people over. And so yeah, if you guys like, I got a stream that goes on as well, and we get, you know, quite a bit of viewers, and that'd be great, man.
William also does stream. That guy over there. That guy.
I was gonna say, I think I've seen Will's stream.
Yes,
he looks familiar. I think I've seen
Outright Geekery over there. Outright Geekery.
Yeah.
You saw my photo on the post office wall again.
Yeah. I think a flyer came by. You know, it's like, keep a lookout for this guy in your neighborhood. No.
I got one more little promotion I had to make. You gotta love yourself, people. You gotta love yourself.
Yeah, my doctor told me to stop doing that though.
He's like, you're gonna go blind if you keep doing that.
Oh, good Lord. A shout out to our earlier guests tonight.
Yes.
Ryan Shimmy's got a Kickstarter called The Pits. and he has one of the funniest stretch goals. Now it's a great looking book. It's like barbarian sword play.
It's some gladiator type stuff. It looks pretty damn good.
It's pretty bloody. But the name of the book is The Pits. And one of his stretch goals is an air freshener. Just think about it.
And it wouldn't be a stick of deodorant, or
it's the pit.
It's the pits. You just put that air freshener on the pits right there.
Oh,
and it's the actual Pits logo as like a car air freshener.
Yeah. I just want to give another shout out to Luke Stone Hybrids. Y'all seen it earlier. Get behind it. But we reached stretch goals on that one, and we get more stories from other people added to it. More stories. Gotta love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
More is always better. Okay. I want to give a shout out to Webb Bleynat, who couldn't make it tonight, but we're going to reschedule. We're going to get him back out here. Thank you to Karen for coming out and doing our drawing. Congratulations to Sear Nova for winning the Crom Cup. Let's see, what else do we got? We got Jimmy Reyes over here giving out the free gifts, and you see that they get to you in good condition. We got Mr. Man, I'm not even going to try to butcher your last name. We got Robert over here.
Jeschonek, man. Jeschonek. Thanks, They call me Mr. Tibbs.
There you go. All right. Johnny K says, Jimmy, shouldn't you be drawing right now?
Get back to work.
This is my professional moderator and troll. He's actually the moderator of my channel.
All right, what's going on, man?
He's really so good. Like we're on the live stream and I'm talking about Dragon Rage. He's like, no spoilers, no spoilers. He's like, I wish I could mute you because I always give out spoilers from Dragon Rage. But yeah, he's so good. He follows me. He's always like, man, you need to be drawing every time I'm on another live stream promoting Dragon Rage.
Johnny, I got to tell you, Comic Related Madness on Facebook. That's the group where this all originates out of, where we do all of our promotions, where you'll find all these nice people. And, I try to get Jimmy to share as much as I can, but, he's such a busy guy, man. I know, Jimmy, it's okay to drop a link in the group once in a while, bro. It is, seriously.
Thanks.
I ain't having to go look for stuff. Y'all supposed to drop them in the group. Drop them in the group. See, this is what happens, okay? I'll go to my group in the morning, and if nobody's really popped off any Kickstarter type promotion of any, then I go to my news feed looking for something to promote in my group. Problem is, what happens when you get caught up on your news feed? Okay, I don't want to go to my news feed. Y'all just send it to the group, share stuff to the group. Every day is okay. We don't care because that feed rolls so fast that most people didn't see what you posted anyway. I ain't gonna lie. It's gone.
I get a little nervous because I hear the horror stories where I hear people talking about how they got banned from a Facebook group for promoting their project, and I go, oh man, like I don't want to come across as spam or anything, but thankfully that hasn't happened,
Man, I tell everybody, if you post it once in the morning and once in the evening, I'm good. If the feed is really moving, okay, I miss stuff. Okay, you gotta sometimes I have to scroll back a long way to find where I was last time I was here because so many people post stuff now. So that feed moves pretty fast. If you posted something at 8 a.m., you post again about 2, you post again about 9. I don't care. If you post 2-3 times a day, that's the only way people are going to see it, man. I mean, I'm not saying go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row, but 2, 3 times.
Hell, I got to search my name just to have one of my posts come up so I can see who was trying to comment and reach out to me.
Yeah,
You're talking about the comics related madness Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it moves pretty fast now. So
Wow.
feel free to pop it in there 2-3 times a day. You know, I can't remember everybody. I ain't gonna lie. I'm 20, 30 different books at a time that I'm trying to make sure everybody's getting some airtime on. You know, and I can't remember them all. There's no way. So you guys gotta help me out. That's why I say self-promotion. I encourage it. Promote. Don't be afraid to hit that share button for the buddy next to you either, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I love, and I wish that I would see more of it. You know, we're all indie creators, and yet I hear the horror stories of indie creators trying to sabotage each other. Where, I like, that I ran into Pops and and then myself and my show, and then we've got Darth Lunga who doesn't mind on his show as well, where we all try to promote each other. I share my stream. I open up my stream and say every Saturday, go, if you've got a project you want to promote or just your artwork, I use my platform. Come on in and show my viewers what you've got. And I've promoted, all kinds of different, different projects out there, and they all tell me the same thing. Like, wow, this is pretty rare. Like, people don't really do this. And I think we should all be doing this.
Man, it's doing since the day I created the group, really.
Yeah, it's awesome to hear.
And I think part of it was that could be part of why I got kicked out of that last group.
Oh,
the fact that I was trying to help people out and promote what they were doing. That might have been why I got kicked out of that last group, and the reason I started this group. I mean, I don't know why I got kicked out of that last group. That's what I said. That might have been the reason. They never told me. I don't know what I did, man. But I was like this, same way I am in my group. I was one of the most biggest contributors of what was going on in the group. I was the guy posting all the time. I was the guy making the feed run. So I don't know what. I hope they still have a group after I left. Might have got kind of boring. Oh, we got Jim O'Reilly. I don't know if y'all know Jim O'Reilly. I know Jimmy does.
Yeah.
I know Jimmy does because Jimmy colored some of his work.
Inked. I was an inker.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yes, inked it. Did you do that one that's on his profile?
No, that's him. All his links.
I know you did.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be doing a second cover with him. What I did was I want to concentrate fully on Dragon Rage, so I canceled all my freelance work. I notified everybody and said, hey, I'm taking time off doing a freelance. I'm doing creator own. And so there's a very, very few people that I said I'll continue to work with through this. And Jim is one of those guys. And I said, okay, I've already made the commitment, so I'm gonna ink that cover for him.
Now, yeah. See, now, let me see. Should I just go down there and show that one off? Well, look. Okay.
Yeah.
So here we are, 12 backers. We got 9 days left. We're at $42.95. We, like I said, they funded fast. There was I didn't really have a doubt that it was ever going to reach funding. I was surprised that it blew past it as quick as it did. But as you can see, stretch goals unlocked. I really like that bookmark right there. Something about it that just like jumps out at me. But you know, I don't know what it could be.
I like the Battle Pope one. It looked great.
The Battle Pops, is that what you said?
Oh, I thought I said Battle Pope. It's Battle Pop.
You want to look at it again?
Oh, Pops. Battle Pops. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're in the book. That's right. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
Oh, I love this book. Now look, we got backer rewards. Okay, we're about to unlock the 125 backer reward, which I also am throwing something in for a drawing for physical backers of the madness when we get to 125 backers. Somebody's going to get the cameo appearance of Pops, which was in a book called The Crew. It's going to be the first book I've ever signed. Somebody's going to get it. A cameo of Pops signed. And it'll probably be the only one that ever goes out of that particular book. But there's my character in Mojo. And
book.
And
this is Manuel Soto art. Edwin Artex Badillo is the colors. And Raj Mahan, my buddy, is the writer, co-writer, him and Manny Soto. Look at that. Moto and his snake, snake Hera.
Have you told everybody about that special stretch go? The one where you will come and clean their house in a French maid outfit? He says, what? That special tier where Pops will.
Now. I don't want to win that one.
Yeah.
What tier is that? Let me see.
You win a free dinner date with Pops. only women, right?
So there's the other 4 bookmarks you can get as add-on. The trading cards. Does everybody like the Iron Maiden, font that we use?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that pretty right there? What is that? What's that, Jimmy?
There's a black and white version of it too, where you get to see my work on it. You get to see the inks.
What is it, Jimmy? What is it? That's
now he wants the black and white version because
yeah, forget Jim O'Reilly's work, man. We want to see the black and white. We just want to see Jimmy.
We got a better. Do we got a bigger picture of it?
No, I don't think. Oh, maybe. Yeah, right there.
There you go. Those right there. That's the one. That's the one that everybody's supposed to be trying to get.
Gator baby.
Yeah, that's the one everybody's supposed to be wanting.
Jim O'Reilly.
Mardi Gras package. I kind of like the Mardi Gras package. Comes with beads. You know.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take off your shirt. Here we got the Manny Soto cover and Greg Harms cover. Mm-hmm. Those were the connecting covers that we did with Voodoo Nations. You can't get.
Wow!
You didn't jump on that. You lose.
Man,
I got both of them. I got mine.
I have got to steal that for marketing now. That is awesome. Combining the cover from both your IPs. I'm gonna do that now.
No, the other one isn't ours. That was just a straight cross promotion with another book entirely.
Oh wow!
Wow. Luke and Travis Gibb, Voodoo Nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not part of Third Empire, and we're not part of Cone. That's two different publishing companies, but we did a cross promotion.
Oh wow!
You know, that's the future of this business. That's what I'm talking about. Networking, bouncing off each other's fan bases. This is how you do it, man. You know, even fan art, even simple things like fan art can help increase your fan base. If you can get an artist that's got 2,000 followers to do your guy, well, now all his followers are seeing your character, and they're, who's that? Oh, well, that's Jimmy Ray's character. Oh, well, shit, now we got to go look and see what Jimmy Ray's got going on. Because our guy, the guy I like, did a Jimmy Ray's drawing. Do you see what I'm saying? This is all part of the marketing that I'm trying to do for people, is all the networking, the cross promoting, everything that you can think of to increase your fan base. Everything, do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a great cross promotion idea. I really like it.
It was just, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, but I was like, Luke, you need to go talk to them guys, you know, because I know Raj. Okay, Raj would do it. Somebody comes with a good idea, Raj jump right on, and it, you know, everybody was doing cross promotions that were good. Wendy Shaner had all them the 4 different titles doing cross promotions, and it was good. People were buying those books. They were getting more exposure. They had 4 different titles in their crossover. So this guy was getting 3 different fan bases coming looking at his stuff all at once. What would have been a $5,000 book ended up being a $25,000 book. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what was happening. And I was like, oh, well, I got to figure out a way to get Raj some kind of action like that. You know, this is the future of comics, man, networking. The future of the indie world is right there in front of you, networking.
Oh, yeah. I'm all for, you know, networking and promoting each other. You know, I really hope that, you know, it's something that becomes, you know, much more popular in the indie community, because we really need that. When it's a creative community, a lot of people are a bit it's a competitive market, and some people get a little too competitive, you know.
You know, Phil said in their book they added a blank sketch page to encourage fan art.
Great idea.
See, this is what I'm saying, guys. Don't if you get an idea, don't just discard it.
Yep.
Now's the time for ideas. Now's the time. And with that, I'm pretty much going to go ahead and shut her down, man, because I think we covered damn near everything I can think of. 3.5 hours, I'm good.
Well, there's one more thing.
Get it out.
If we didn't go long enough tonight, Pops is going to join me Friday night in a roundtable titled "Has Hollywood Destroyed the Comic Book Industry?"
Ooh.
And y'all pretty much know how I feel about it already, but I'll be there.
Oh, great. We're going to have 2 bad guys.
What can I say, man? It's like, I don't feel like they're helping us right now. You know, they're helping themselves real good. Them Warner Brothers and Disney, they're helping themselves real good. Mm-hmm. They ain't doing nothing for Marvel and DC.
Yeah, don't forget Netflix. Netflix is really dipping into the superhero genre and the whole comic book titles and stuff. So it's
I have a totally way off kilter issue with Netflix. So.
Yeah, well, I think I know what you're talking about. I had the same issue.
Yeah.
Netflix probably shot themselves in the foot with that Cuties movie, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Not with the movie, with the promotion of the movie.
I wonder if they're going to pull it. I wonder if, you know, with the backlash that's receiving, if it's not going to, you know, be distributed through Netflix. I wonder.
No, they did a fake apology, and all it was for the we made a mistake with that PR, and
oops, oh my bad.
If you want to really know more about it, just go to YouTube and Google "Outrage Cuties," and there'll be like 37 top-rated people that come up, giving you all the dirt on it.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly.
I mean, I know back in the night. I mean, not to go long, bring up a whole new topic, but I know back in the 1970s there was that movie Baby something with Brooke Shields when she was young. She played a child prostitute.
Blue Lagoon. Oh no, she was naked in Blue Lagoon too when she was a minor.
Yeah, she was what, 16 at that time in Blue Lagoon.
But what I want to say is that the marketing was not, come look at this little girl. That wasn't how they marketed the movie. They marketed the movie as some people shipwrecked. And, you know, that was how they sold the movie. They didn't sell it as, come look at her swimming naked in the lagoon, you know. You didn't really know that happened until you went and saw the movie. And they went, oh, shit, that's Brooke. And who knows if it was really Brooke.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that Brooke Shields movie where she played a child prostitute or whatever it was, she lived in that house of prostitutes. They, you know, even then they kind of marketed it as an art film. It's kind of artsy, and it was kind of like an indie kind of thing. It didn't. I mean, you know, I don't think it's promoted like the way Cutie was presented. I mean, I heard about it through YouTube. I didn't hear about it through. So I heard it with a response with a lot of other people, and just I couldn't even get through like, you know, 20 seconds of the trailer. I was like, oh no, this is it. I can't watch the rest of it. You know?
I think Netflix might have really shot themselves in the foot on that one. I mean, I know people who already canceled.
And even worse, you've got Hollywood people and some critics coming out in defense of it. Those are the people that right away need to be put on a national watch list.
Yeah. Those are probably the people destroying the comic industry. And with that, I'm going to save this rest of this conversation for Friday. Jimmy, you're more welcome to come out for that.
Thank you, man. I mean, you know, if any shows you guys have open spots, we would love to come out and visit and share what we're doing at Page One with you guys, and vice versa. You guys come over to the Page One stream, and we'll be happy to show our viewers. I know Robert. You said Robert's got to step away here for a minute. I don't think anyone's noticed it yet. It's been up there for a while. He's so polite. Look at him. He's just.
Yeah, I was, but yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I'm glad to be here too, and to join you guys. This is a lot of fun, and I love what you're doing with the group and the Facebook page and the indie site, the indie publishing site, and it's a really cool setup. I'm glad to be a part of it here. Thank you.
Dude, it blows me away, man. Like I said, this group is only 10 months old yesterday. 10 months old yesterday.
Wow.
And the stuff that's going on just amazes me, what we're accomplishing in such a short amount of time. So it's because of you guys, you know. I mean, I'm just giving you a place to do it. Come on out and do it. You know. That's the bottom line. With that, I want to thank all of our guests tonight. I want to thank all of our viewers tonight. I want to thank Joe Tolliver, Comics Cast, for giving us the platform. I want to thank everybody for keeping control of their language. I know I have a problem with it, so I'm appreciative of everybody who can rein it in when they're out here. Jimmy, Robert, Will, Luke, Darth, no, who else? Mike, all y'all. Appreciate
Ryan.
it. All y'all, appreciate you. We will see you next week and probably before that. Peace.
Thanks, Pops.